I'm all excited. So one by one, my punch list is getting completed in the new studio. You know, we moved in here just after Thanksgiving, right? Was it just after Thanksgiving or was it just before Thanksgiving?
I don't remember.
Finally, after over 5 years of being promised a new studio, we moved into the palatial, phenomenal, fantastic, very functional and, you know, clean and modern MJ Morning Show new studio. But, of course, with anything, you buy a house. You know, you have a house built, you buy a house. You've got a punch list of all the things that the builder needs to fix. And you got a nail pop over here. The drywall's a little bumpy over here. You know, just it's called a punch list. So in the new studio, I have this extensive punch list of things that just need to be kind of worked on, smoothed out. And one of the things has been solved. I just walked in. I noticed that there is an extra mouse. I have a mouse and an extra keyboard.
For what?
Well, Fester, why don't you use your little noggin over there and figure it out?
I have no idea.
If I have an extra keyboard and an extra mouse, welcome everybody.
You have an extra computer?
Hang on. Welcome everybody. It's MJ here. Fester's there. Michelle's over there. Welcome to the Tuesday show. We were back live yesterday. Spring break done. So if you're watching MJ TV, I can show you, and you can just listen if you're not, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I've got one mouse that controls the computer that does all of the on-air sounds, the computer that runs all the commercials, all my sound effects, all that stuff. That's the server. So one mouse for that, and there's a keyboard for that, and I don't need the keyboard. That's over there. And then we have another mouse that runs my phone screener software, and then I have a third mouse that was just put. I walk in, and wow, there's a third mouse.
A new mouse.
A new mouse. I knew because there was an extra keyboard sitting over here. I'm like, wow, it got done. Take an item off the checklist, off the punch list. Come on, dude. Extra keyboard, extra mouse.
What? We have a sound effect machine. We have the phone screener.
I now have control of our shared computer. Before, in the old studio, you and I share the computer, so we mirror, so I can have Fester do stuff on the fly during the show, and I can see the computer. I'll Fester, Google this, and then I can read the screen. In the old studio, I had a full keyboard and a mouse to be able to, because you'd hear me say, "Oh, Fester, stop! Let me handle this," because Fester's a computer buffoon.
Right. So I would amazingly
in the old studio, you'd be searching for something, and you do such a crappy job.
Spell it wrong,
whatever. And I said, let me do this.
Yeah.
And in the new studio, what are you chuckling at over there, Michelle?
I mean,
what are you laughing at?
It's almost like I'm a
Michelle. Why are you laughing?
I wasn't really laughing.
Yes, you were. I heard you chortle.
Sometimes I operate this keyboard like a quadruple amputee. Sometimes.
You saw that story, right?
Oh, did I? It's my favorite story of the month.
We have the favorite story of the day.
But it's awful.
Yeah, Andrew found the story.
Everybody.
Fester found the story. I saw the story. I think we've all sent the link out on the quadruple. There are so many questions.
So many.
They're answered in one video, by the way.
Michelle has an answer. There are so many questions to the quadruple amputee attempted murderer.
So anyway, back to the computer.
We'll get into the quadruple amputee comedy show later on here on the MJ Morning Show. Stand by. All right, back to the computer. So in the old studio, you hear me yell at Fester, just stop. Leave the computer alone. Let me do this. But since we've been in the new studio, I've not been able to say that because I didn't get a mouse and a keyboard to control our shared computer because the computer screen that Fester has in front of him is also mirrored on this computer right here to the left in front of me. This one over here, if you're watching MJ TV on the big overhead shot. I don't know if we're on the overhead shot or what we're on right now. Andrew, what shot are we on? Overhead shot. Give me overhead shot. Yeah. Can you turn up the volume in there so you can hear what's going on the show?
He hears. He's plenty loud in there.
Well, he's zoned out. All right. So it's this computer over here. So now I have a mouse and I can scroll. And if I need to grab the keyboard, I can type crap in when Fester's clumsy fruit cutting sausage fingers can't type properly. Etc. So I'm all excited about this.
A lot of times I soak my fingers in baking grease before the show, so they're very slippery on the keyboard.
Did you ever? We have a lot of stuff today. New stuff regarding the LaGuardia crash, as the NTSB, the National Transportation Safety Board, is just jumping in. And, we've learned a couple of things. One of the things that we had in the news reporting yesterday is that the plane was going 25 miles an hour.
Yeah, that was a lie.
Yeah, that was incorrect. Because, and I think I even brought up, it's like, how is there so much damage to the front of the plane? Why was the cockpit obliterated with just a 25-mile-an-hour crash into the rescue vehicle, into the fire truck? Well, now it's been explained because after the show, news came out that the plane was actually doing 104 miles per hour when it crashed into the fire truck. And, did you see the new video? Holy schnit.
Oh, the impact video?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I saw that.
that came out, and I don't know if that was authorized, but you could see the video that came out was just like a video camera on a computer screen. So it was somebody recorded video off of the airport surveillance computer that shows one of the cameras that covering the runway that showed the actual collision of the Air Canada commuter jet, the Jazz flight landing, and then just T-boning the fire truck as it crossed from a taxiway across the active runway. I mean, the video is unfreaking believable. 104 miles an hour, and that explains why the front of the airplane, the whole cockpit was obliterated. Just terrible. All right, so more on that. We'll get into that later on. Fester.
Yes.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
There is a phone number that I asked you to save.
Oh.
Great.
Okay.
Know where this is going.
Let's see. Let's hear the rest of the story. I'll tell you if I have.
There was a name and a phone number that could prove to be very, very useful.
Oh, no.
Not, jeez.
Is it Shorty Shane? I have his number.
No, it's not Shorty Shane. I know how to get hold of Shorty Shane.
Is it the Titanic guy?
Which, by the way, Shorty Shane has another problem. I think I mentioned this before spring break. And
yeah, you did.
He wanted to come on the air, and do me a favor, reach out to Shorty Shane and see if he's available to come on this morning, would you please?
Okay.
So what's the other phone number that you had? We had a problem, and we got a hold of a guy, and he solved it. You had the name and the phone number for this guy, and then instead of filing it away, you apparently lost it.
Who said that?
And now
I don't even know who the person is.
Now we need it again.
I don't know who the person is. I can't tell you with any conviction that I've lost it because I don't know who you're talking about.
You have the name and the number.
Okay.
The person got the problem fixed. Then we had another problem, and then you couldn't find it like 6 months ago.
Okay.
And now there's an even greater problem.
Well, if I couldn't find it 6 months ago, then that's a pretty good indication that I'm not going to find it now.
No, you need to find it or track the dude down. The guy was great.
Who's the dude?
You'll find out next.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll find out next, and you might be witnessing the exact same thing that I'm having a problem with. In fact, you probably are. And you need to track this guy down because that guy got crap done.
I know the dude.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
This is a test. This is only a test. Does Fester know what the hell I'm talking about? Next on the MJ Morning Show and a whole lot more. Trust me, that's not the whole segment. I have other entertaining crap coming up in minutes. Stand by.
In Pinellas County, we have
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am keeping the MJ Morning Show dream alive here on 104.7 FM. All right, Fester, we left an item dangling from the opening segment. Do you have any idea what the name of the person and the phone number that I need is relevant to the program this morning? If you're just tuning in, I said to Fester, hey, I need that name and phone number of this guy that got something done and did a very, very good, effective job of getting something done. And then Fester apparently, instead of saving this important phone number, lost it.
I put it on a Post-it note.
Yeah, great.
I mean,
yeah,
lost.
And the Post-it note, what? Lost its stickiness, fell off, and was probably picked up by the cleaning crew in your sty of an office?
Probably. That's exactly probably.
Do you know what the name and the phone number that I'm referring to is?
I don't remember the name.
All right, what is the situation then?
Do you have an issue with like a traffic signal or something?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. All right. So, man, you know me too well.
Well,
you don't know me 100. You don't know me as well as my wife, but you know me pretty damn well.
I mean, you
might be the second, maybe my kids, but you're right
two.
up there with knowing what I'm thinking.
I'm up there. So what's the issue with the traffic signal?
All right. So we had a traffic signal problem coming down 4th Street, right where the 7-Eleven is. You get off 275 South, Howard Franklin. The first exit is 4th Street. And when you head on down past all the mangroves and everything, you got a 7-Eleven. What is that, like 118th and 4th? And the traffic light there was just taking forever. And then the turn signal would come on and sit there for 45 seconds when there's no cars making it. So the sensors weren't working. Fester found some City of St. Petersburg traffic engineer, found the guy's name and number. Fester called him up, and the guy had it fixed within like a couple of days. It was fantastic.
He was an early riser. He would call the radio. He called the number, our callback number, before the show would even start. You answered it. You spoke to him directly, and then we had him on the air. And
Why
it was
didn't you
great.
get the number?
Because Fester was handling it. It's like keep track of important phone numbers.
No,
we need.
No.
Listen.
Oh, no. All
right.
We need the guy again. Because how do you come in? Which
I take.
Do you take 4th?
Yeah, 4th.
All right. Have you noticed that the traffic light at 4th Street and Gandy now, the green on Gandy,
The
first light.
Yeah.
Yes, right there, the first light. The green, if you're going on Gandy, going westbound on Gandy, the green has like tripled in time.
Yeah.
And there are no cars coming for 2 minutes, and the freaking traffic light is sitting on green at Gandy and 4th Street, and it's just delaying. It's like screwing me up. It's delaying my arrival at the studio by 2 minutes some mornings, and I need those 2 minutes. Those 2 minutes are important. So something happened. This started before spring break, like a week or two before spring break.
But there is a change.
Is what something happened. When there were no cars coming, the green was shortened, and it turned red, allowing the 4th Street traffic to go north and south. For us, it's south, and then we make a right turn at the tire spot and the Glory Days grill into the back of our office complex. So it's holding me up 2 minutes at 5:30 in the morning. That's important stuff to me.
Yes.
So get a hold of the St. Pete traffic light dude again and tell him something got all commungulated. Something got screwed up. And the green is way too long, and there are no cars coming, and it's sitting on green. I mean, just when you think, my God, this light's taking a long time.
It takes longer.
It's still another minute and a half.
It really is a long time.
It's like, what the is going on here? And you lose the phone number for the guy that can push some buttons on a computer and get it done.
That may not be his jurisdiction.
What do you mean? Of course, yes.
Remember he said some lights the city doesn't control because of major intersections, and that we were calling about a light on 9th and Roosevelt.
Well,
he said that is under city control.
This guy helped us twice. He helped us on 4th Street at 118th, and then he helped us at MLK and whatever that was.
He's really a very valuable resource.
Right.
And I completely lost
And you botch it.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to hear something interesting?
Yeah.
So, man, our listeners are really into the show. I mean, listen, you've got different gradations. You've got different variations of MJ Morning Show listener. Some are just passive. It's like, yeah, I can take these clowns or leave them. Doesn't matter. Some are like moderately interested in the show. And we've got some rabid fans. We've got fans that don't miss a beat. We've got fans that they consume everything. Yeah. I had some people yesterday, like late afternoon and evening, contact me. MJ, what are you doing? Where's the picture of your mom's car with the whole wheel well ripped out that you saw in Fort Lauderdale over the weekend that you didn't post yet? And it's like, man, I'm waiting, MJ, wait. So people were upset because I told the story yesterday that I went to visit my parents. I left on Friday. It was my last hurrah for spring break. We stayed home the whole week, essentially. And on Friday, I took a quick trip over to Fort Lauderdale. I flew Spirit again. And then came back early Sunday morning to visit Mom and Dad. And my brother says, yeah, got a mystery with Mom's car. Mom's entire front driver's side wheel well is gone. It's missing, and she has no idea where it went. And this is like a brand new, not even a year-old Genesis GV70 SUV. Great vehicle. And the interior plastic wheel well cover. So you look inside your wheel well, surrounding the tire, and there's this nice finished black plastic covering that covers all the inner workings of the underside of the suspension and everything. And all cars typically have it. Yeah. And my mom's is missing. It's just bare metal, all wires hanging out, and all kinds, and shocks and struts and control arms, and nothing's covered. And this is a pretty large chunk of plastic missing. It's gone. And Mom has no idea where it went. So, of course, I video it, and I put it up on social media just a few minutes ago. But I told the story yesterday. I said, yeah, I got to put the video up. And people are like, MJ, where's the video? I'm getting emails. So I finally this is what's amazing. I finally posted this about 5:50. So 10 minutes before the start of this morning show, I posted the video on my Instagram, and it says, Mom Mystery, no clue what happened. So that's my little headliner there. Mom Mystery, no clue what happened. So I just posted the video half an hour ago on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. And this is what's amazing. Let me refresh here. Refresh. Ready. This thing already has 4,000 views.
How is that possible?
I don't know. I have no idea. 4,000 views. 3,994 views in half an hour. That's unbelievable. And, bring up the audio here. We'll talk about this later on as well, but I just wanted to mention this for the early crowd. I just couldn't believe, I'm stunned that this has 4,000 views already. I started from the beginning. Go ahead. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
Well, go back to me.
Hold on.
You're not even on my Instagram anymore.
I refreshed the.
You went from my Instagram to some.
Hold on. You were top of the page. I didn't go to your page. You were just at the top of the page.
And go ahead and click it and
there you go
play
here,
it. And it's my mom's pretty new Genesis GV70. The entire wheel well inside is gone. Look at this. I mean, wow. Totally gone. I mean, bare metal inside. She has somehow ripped out and lost the entire plastic liner wheel well. I mean, ripped out the hardware, the fasteners, I mean, everything gone. 82 years old. No idea how she did it. All right. Isn't that nice how I got the camera all up and through there?
Yeah, well, you had to get down on your hands and knees, right?
Yeah, I got the camera all up and in it. I'm going to put that on OnlyFans. It's all up and in it. So the video is on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. I'm just amazed that there's 4,000 views in half an hour on this video. Certified MJ Radio, if you want to see it on Instagram, that's Certified MJ Radio. What time is it? 6:31. All right, I had a couple of other things I wanted to do here. I'll push them off. We've got morons in the news next. So I'm excited every morning. it's been a long time since I was like unexcited regarding morons in the news. It's been a while since I had like such crappy morons that I was thinking about canceling the segment of the day. I don't remember the last time that happened.
Yeah, it's not going to be today, that's for sure.
No, I got great morons in the news. Next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 104.7 FM. Hey, speaking of morons, a moron crashed into Fester's wife. Fester's wife was driving in downtown Tampa one night. This is, when was it? What was that last?
It was like April? Maybe May?
So it's almost a year.
Almost a year. We're going to buy a cake.
Yeah. And listen, it's just a process.
Yeah, it's a deal.
Some cases like Shorty Shane, friend of the MJ Morning Show, Shorty Shane, he was rear-ended in Lakeland, and he was hit from behind and then smashed into the car in front of him. He had it coming and going. And the Kemp Law Group, that case got settled very, very quickly. It just depends on the complexity of the case. And part of the problem is the Uber driver moron that ran into Fester's wife, Allison, he's fled the country. Yeah, I don't know whether ICE got him or whatever. Anyway, he fled the country. So that's complicating things. But listen, Kemp Law Group's going after Uber. Allison, Fester's wife, was injured. The car had over $7,000 in damage. Listen, bottom line is you want the experts. You want the pros. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law, KempLaw.com, and tell them that MJ sent you. Traffic's on here. Shrine of morons of the news next.
In Pinellas County, we're dealing with a crash on
Of an intro to morons in the news today. Maybe I need a couple more things to intro the morons in the news. That's what I'm thinking. Fester, can you make any more noise with your drink over there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
I make iced coffee out of yesterday's coffee.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Well, yeah. Yeah, because it sits in the pot overnight and it's room temperature by morning. If it's not left over, then I'll make a new pot. But if it's cold coffee, I'll make iced coffee.
Just knock it off. Hey, have you ever heard of the patient that wouldn't leave? I don't know if I've ever heard of this. A hospital has to sue a patient to evict the patient that won't leave the hospital?
I mean, you got to think.
You just rip him out of get an orderly to yank him out of the bed, put him in a wheelchair, and roll him out into the freaking parking lot.
They can't do that.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
well, if it was MJ Hospital, I would do that.
You get very low scores on docreview.com.
On the Googles, I'd have a 1.6 on Google reviews.
I mean, you got to figure this.
Oh, you know what? Let's look up some hospitals quickly on Google reviews.
Yeah.
Go to just for the heck of it. Yeah, just get ready. Let me do the story first, and then we'll look up some local hospital reviews, because I don't know if I've ever looked at Google reviews. I need to choose an emergency room. Let me check Google reviews first. All right. A hospital here in Florida is suing a patient who will not leave after months. The patient's in room 373 at Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare. Earlier this month, they sued the patient, saying she has refused to depart her hospital room since being discharged back in October. What were you going to say, Michelle?
Oh, that's a long time.
You have to figure there's a certain person to where the way they treat you in a hospital is better than anything they can get
Right.
outside, because there's constant medical care.
Right.
I mean, they're not going to stop caring for her medically.
Nope.
They're going to feed her.
Yep. 3 scores a day.
Yeah,
Roof over your head.
sure.
Fresh sheets.
Moderately comfortable
Well,
bed. They change your linens.
Listen, this is why if you have insurance or if you're paying out of pocket and you can afford it, well, somewhat, that you get nailed, you get ramrodded, because you're helping to cover all of the indigent care. You know? So Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare has sued the patient. She has refused to leave her room. She was discharged last October. The hospital's also asked the state judge in Tallahassee for an injunction ordering the patient to vacate the hospital room and authorizing the county sheriff's office to assist if necessary.
All right, I have questions. How old is the patient?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a female, you said?
It is a female patient. We don't have a name. That's obviously HIPAA.
But if it was age appropriate.
In Fester's case, if Fester had a medical issue at a hospital, that's not HIPAA. That's
HIPPO.
Yeah, that's HIPAA. It does not say the patient's age, so I don't have that in the story.
They throw me lettuce as I swam in the lake.
Yeah, so the don't feed the manatees.
Don't feed the manatees.
Don't feed Fester.
So,
according to the lawsuit, the woman was admitted to the hospital for medical treatment, and a formal discharge order was issued last October 6th. We're sitting here Tuesday, March 24th. This is nuts. It was determined that she was no longer needing acute care services. The hospital has repeatedly made efforts to coordinate her departure with family members and offered transportation to obtain necessary identification. Rachel Givens, an attorney for the hospital up in Tallahassee, said late last week the hospital has no comment. Hospital spokeswoman Macy Layton, I thought it was Macy Gray, said Wednesday that the hospital couldn't discuss active legal matters in response to emailed questions, including what type of identification the patient needed. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
the hospital can't answer any questions regarding the patient.
Wow.
Not to the media.
So there you have it. Before I move on, let's check some local hospital reviews. Let's start with the biggie. Let's go to Tampa General Hospital. Tampa General Hospital, and I need to see the Google score for TGH.
Hospital.
All right, here we go. And a 3.0. Ooh, that's yeah, just a 3.0 for Tampa General Hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I wonder why. Hey, go to just go to Google reviews and then click on lowest. Lowest, right there. Right there. Click on lowest. Let's see some of the 1 stars left a month ago by Keely Roman.
What do they say?
Never have room available for privacy, and also don't give any updates on any test being done. They just have you in the hallway while everyone is listening to all the information. I don't know.
All right.
Go a couple down to the one from 3 weeks ago.
All right, well, what's the name?
Samuel Dodd.
Okay, read Samuel Dodd.
Are you going to read it?
No, you read it.
I would never go to this hospital again. The orderly physically attacked me in the ER and refused to let me leave for absolutely no legal or medical reason.
Okay.
Almost the entire staff was incredibly beyond rude.
All right. So let's go to another hospital.
Yeah.
Advent Health in Wesley Chapel, a new hospital that they constructed.
4.3.
4.3.
Wow, that's getting into Michelle's Google minimums for for a restaurant. Michelle likes to see a restaurant at least
I like to see a 4.5, but if I'll take a 4.2, 4.3, I'll look at the reviews and see if it's something I'll overlook.
So Advent Health at Wesley Chapel is a 4.3.
Give me
Okay,
another,
let's
give me
go.
another hospital.
The only other hospital I could think of was
Give me-
St. Anthony's in St. Petersburg.
Oh, that's where you were for your myasthenia gravis.
No, I'm a TGH guy.
Yeah, he's a TGH
Listen, I don't care.
guy.
I
Hold
don't
on.
care
What? I went to visit you at that hospital one
No,
time.
you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Who did I go visit at that
I
hospital?
don't know. Maybe Shorty Shane or something. I don't know. I have no idea.
I visited somebody at St. Anthony's
No.
like 10 years ago.
Listen, I don't care.
Maybe 12 years
It
ago.
was never Fester.
I don't care
All right.
what people say or
Yeah.
TGH is the hospital to go to.
And we know somebody who was just there, and it was very nice.
I don't know if somebody has if somebody has a beef with them on online.
Yep.
Great. I would rather go to no other hospital than Tampa General.
Listen, the bottom line is that for really serious stuff, the hospital locally to go to is TGH.
TGH is the top hospital.
I fully agree with that.
It's not the newest, although they're doing a lot of renovations there. Did you see the new hospital tower they're building?
No.
It's
Yeah.
enormous.
It's going to be taller than the Empire State Building.
yes.
Is
It's
it
going to
really?
be 105 stories.
It's gonna be pretty
Yeah.
stinking
interesting.
tall.
You're going to put a big radio antenna
Yeah.
on top.
I mean,
and a gorilla.
I make no bones about it. I get something going on. Phew, TGH every time.
All right,
Yeah.
So,
But when we had to take Chloe to the hospital, we took her to St. Joe's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they have a 4.3, by the way.
St. Joe's has a 4.3?
Yep.
So
Wow. All right.
I remember we went to where we were spitting out some kids, right?
Yeah. Why don't you spit out your words?
Yeah, we're spitting out the kids, and we're looking at different places, and one of the places, my wife was considered high risk. She's a little bit on the older side, I guess. And they said, "Oh, you're a high risk
That's
person."
his wife.
102 years old.
First kid at 71.
So, but they put her in a high risk category, and they're like, and part of the questions was, well, what happens if we fall into that high risk category? And they're like, oh, no problem. We'll just put you in an ambulance and send you to TGH. And we're like, we'll just go to TGH.
Yeah.
We'll save you that hassle.
Right.
Thank you, other hospital.
Wait, during the interviewing, you interview to decide what hospital you're going to have your kid at?
Yes.
Yeah. You didn't?
yes.
You don't think she did? You don't think she
No,
did all kinds of research?
We just kind of knew that for
No.
what?
No, when
You-
you go to your physician, you
you-
talk about where they have
Residency or
privileges.
privileges.
How about 24-hour care on the corner?
No, that's not where you deliver a baby unless it's the
Emergency
closest
care on the corner.
thing.
Right,
yeah,
right in the
But
shopping
no,
in the
you
shopping center.
They could probably handle it for not high risk, but
Right.
if you need something done, TJ's is the place. And you know who delivered my daughter?
Who's that?
Dr. Lynch, Mayor Buckhorn's wife.
Oh,
really?
real?
Yes.
Isn't she lovely?
Yeah.
She's fantastic.
And,
She
you know,
also gave a baby making lesson to my Girl Scout troop
That's fantastic.
because she's
Baby.
very good at it and she's very nice and that's what she does.
Yeah.
and Bob Buckhorn will be mayor again, most likely.
He will.
Yeah, because he's going to run again after Castor's term is done in about a year. All right, explain, Michelle. What's the cat story?
I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I guess this woman was being arrested as a party to a criminal activity and apparently brought along her little kitten for the ride.
And then asked for the kitten during the arrest?
I think so.
All right, Tacoma, Washington. This is nuts. If you're going to break the law, it's probably not a good idea to bring your pet kitten on the crime spree with you.
I mean, they're so cute. You can put them in a pocket.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, maybe those little pet carriers.
This is what the Pierce County, Washington Sheriff's Office says. If you're going to commit a crime, it's probably not a good idea to take your animals with you. So this was in response to a call on March 15th, around 2:30 p.m. Deputies tried to arrest two suspects in a freshly stolen vehicle. 29-year-old driver was arrested, taken into custody. After a quick foot chase, the passenger ran off with her kitten. After a few minutes of searching for the woman, she was found hiding underneath a pickup truck. When she came out from underneath the car, deputies had the 23-year-old get on her stomach to be handcuffed. And then the individual says, "Dude, can I please get my kitten?" Oh, yeah, you got to bring your kitten into the lockup with you. Yeah, the woman is heard saying on the body cam footage, "Hey, I just want to keep him safe." And you should have left him in the car then. You call this keeping him safe? The deputy says, captured on his body cam. Yeah, the cat was uninjured, turned over to the Tacoma, Washington Humane Society. 29-year-old driver arrested for eluding, resisting arrest, theft of a motor vehicle, driving while license suspended, and additional felony warrants. Man, she sounds like they both sound like a real winner here. Yeah, the 23-year-old passenger was arrested for theft of a motor vehicle, resisting arrest, and other misdemeanor warrants. Yeah, so don't commit a felony when you got your little pet kitten with you. How about that? I think that's the best policy. All right, early morons of the news on the MJ Morning Show. You know, I've got like 5 other ones here. Let me see if there's one more must-do, and I'll pick that up when we get back, when we start the 7 o'clock hour next here on the MJ Morning Show. But there's a lot coming. Oh, man, the whole streaming thing, the number of listens online, podcasts. Man, there is a whole thing that's coming under fire when it comes to podcasting. And there's a dude that perpetuated and perpetrated both. Perpetuated and perpetrated.
They both work. Right?
A massive scam with online listening. This is crazy. You got to hear this. And he was charged federally for what he did.
What?
Yeah, this is really interesting. Hang on. A lot of crap next here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM. You know who you can count on? You know, when you have a garage door problem, do you know who you can count on, who you call for any garage door issue? I'm going to tell you right now, it's Banco. You can bank on Banco. If you have a broken spring, which is the most common service call for a garage door, you call Banco. Let me tell you right now, there are amazing deals, amazing offers right now with my friends at Banco Doors. So what they have going on, I'll tell you right now, this is absolute madness. This is total, complete madness at Banco right now. Save $250 off a Clopay double garage door, $125 off a single garage door. Purchase any LiftMaster garage door opener, and you'll score a free wireless keypad for the outside. Nice. All kinds of doors, all kinds of styles, anything garage door related. You want to upgrade to a new garage door opener with the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi technology with video cameras that show who's coming and going? Open and close your garage door from anywhere on the planet? You call Banco. BancoDoors.com. You can bank on Banco and tell them that MJ sent you. Over at Miracle Toyota, they have the amazing Tacoma event going on right now. So what is it? What is this amazing Tacoma event? Well, they got a deal right now on brand new Tacomas. That's a good-looking truck, Fester. I don't know if you've seen the Tacoma, but it's a good-looking truck. And right now, you can take home a brand-new 2025 Toyota Tacoma for a limited time. Miracle Toyota is offering unbeatable deals on every in-stock Toyota Tacoma. So Miracle Toyota in Polk County, in Haines City, on US 27, a great family-run operation. I know the owner, Mike Murphy, also owns Genesis of Tampa. Right now, save up to $6,000, $6,000 off Tacomas, plus $1,000 holiday bonus cash and all the brand new 25s in stock. Zero down payments, zero payments for up to 90 days. Financing as low as 1.99% APR. No brainer. Folks, hit Miracle Toyota. Get that brand new Tacoma right now. Best price ever. This is amazing. It's Miracle Toyota, Haines City, and tell them that MJ sent you. Traffic's on. 7 o'clock hour. MJ Morning Show is next.
That morning commuter volume building up.
Just a couple of additional morons before I jump into the regularly scheduled 7 o'clock hour launch content here on the MJ Morning Show. Unbelievable. How the hell does my mom wrecking the front end of her car, kind of quietly though, how does this video already have 5,000 views in an hour? That is unbelievable. On my Instagram. Certified MJ Radio. If you don't know the story, I'll get into it later on. But I'm just amazed. I just checked my Instagram during the break, and I posted this 5 minutes before we started the show at 6 o'clock. And my mom somehow trashed the whole inner wheel well on the driver's side of her new Genesis GV70. The entire plastic, large wheel well covering, this entire rounded chunk of plastic surrounding the whole tire on the inside of the wheel well is gone. Just disappeared. Just like an alien abduction. And she has no idea what she hit, where it went.
Nope.
I mean, that had to make a racket.
Not really. It's not metal.
But no.
You don't think so?
But then, like, having it drag under the car?
For a nanosecond. The car drove over it.
I don't know what it hit, what yanked this thing out. Anyway, the video already has 5,000 views.
I was thinking about it. I was like, Mom probably didn't hear it at all. It's not made of metal.
It's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. Oh, we've got another toe sucker story.
We haven't had one in a while.
Yeah. Do you remember the last really, really good toe sucker story we had?
You mean the greatest toe-sucking story in the history of toe-sucking stories?
Let me see if we're on the same page with the greatest toe-sucking story of all time.
Yeah. But the guy checks into like a moderately nice hotel in some hillbilly city like Nashville or Memphis.
I think it was Nashville.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And the manager busts into his room in the middle of the night, starts sucking on his toes.
Yeah. Guy wakes up, and the manager of the hotel is at the foot of his bed in his hotel room, sucking on his toes. Can you look that up? What hotel? It was like a nice hotel.
Yeah, I remember thinking I wouldn't expect this kind of high-level service.
Manager of hotel sucking toes. Go ahead and Google that. Hurry up.
Yes.
Yeah. Where was this? David Neal charged with aggravated burglary and assault. The Hilton Hotel.
Yeah.
In Nashville.
It was in Nashville.
It was the Hilton in Nashville, and the manager opens up. That's why you got to throw that little. You got to throw that. What do you call that thing?
They can get around that.
I know there's a tool.
There's a tool. This manager could have had the tool. I mean, he wants those. If he wants to suck on those piggies bad enough, he's gonna figure out how to get in that room.
You ready for the next toe sucking story? A California man arrested after he was caught breaking into a home and sucking on a woman's toes. Christian Solorio, 28, began stalking his victim a little over a year ago, according to prosecutors. Even showed up at her work. Solorio first saw the victim at her work and immediately became obsessed with her, according to the Stanislaus, California District Attorney's Office. Solorio would show up at her work multiple times a day and loiter outside of her work to contact her when she left. Solorio asked the victim out several times and sent her a letter where he stated that he wanted to take her to Mexico. That might be where Savannah Guthrie's mother is.
I was about to say, like Mexico to a resort town or Mexico abduction.
I don't know. Maybe a donkey show or something. This harassment went on for several weeks. Broke into the woman's home, began licking and biting her toes, was later charged with a felony. After waking up, the victim calmly spoke with the alleged assaulter while her family arrived to assist her and promptly contacted emergency services. Solorio has received the maximum permissible sentence of 6 years, 8 months in California State Prison. Additionally, he faces federal charges pertaining to his involvement in some kind of drug trafficking racket. So maybe he'll be, out of commission for a while and not able to stalk this. I don't know where she worked. I wish I knew, like, what place of business that he saw her at and became obsessed with her.
Probably like the Foot Locker or something.
The Good Feet store.
The Good Feet store.
It's the Good Toe store.
Man.
That's what it was. And how the hell do you bite a JetBlue flight attendant and you only get probation? How do you not get? So there's a grand finale to this case. Heavily intoxicated passenger who repeatedly bit a flight attendant, disrupted a JetBlue Airways flight, has avoided jail after pleading guilty to interfering with crew members. The incident occurred on a flight from JFK to Detroit Metropolitan Wayne County Airport. Michigan federal judge sentenced the passenger to 3 years of probation, a temporary flying ban, and community service, despite the offense carrying a maximum penalty of 20 years in federal prison. Repeatedly biting the JetBlue flight attendant? No jail time? Come on, that's worth at least 2 years.
I mean, imagine walking around the jailhouse yard having to tell people you're in there for biting flight attendants.
Muhammad Ali was sentenced.
That was his name?
That's his name, Muhammad Ali. Fly like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Float like a butterfly, but yes.
What'd I say?
Fly, float.
Whatever.
Same gist.
Yeah, whatever.
Real boxing fan you are.
Yeah, we're not big Muhammad Ali quoters around here.
Whatever. Yeah, 3 years probation.
I mean, you got to think, like, if the flight attendant was wearing a jacket and he only had like a mouthful of clothing and he didn't really, injure the flight attendant, maybe it's a lesser.
Yeah. So Muhammad Ali cannot board a commercial flight during this 3-year probationary period, except for limited circumstances like traveling to visit family in Yemen.
Oh,
that's a dump.
Fantastic.
That's a big terrorist dump. Yemen. This guy's a biting terrorist.
You can't fly anywhere, Mohammed, unless you want to visit your terrorist friends back in Yemen.
This dude faced up to 20 years in federal prison and a $250,000 fine. Yeah, this incident happened 3 years ago, April of 2023, and we finally have a final disposition in the case.
His lawyer's name was Cassius Clay.
No, Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier. George Foreman was his lawyer.
Mike Tyson, Leon Spinks. I'm just trying to think of, what happened to boxing? When I was a kid, when we were growing up,
boxing was the thing.
70s and 80s and these huge boxing stars, and now it's like a clown show with Jake Paul. I mean, what's happened?
You know what happened? I think the promoters killed it.
Oh, really?
These Don King type characters that came out and the crazy athletes and the stories behind them. And it's not as raw as UFC. I'll take a UFC fight any day over a boxing fight.
Oh,
really?
You know what I have? I've got a new generic intro for interesting stories.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I were just to say to you, generic intros that I have for certain stories, what are some of the things that come to mind? Some of these like audio drops that I play. Anything? Come on.
Generic intros.
Yeah, to some stories. I repeatedly use certain things.
Oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
No,
not that one.
Listen.
I don't know. I'm thinking.
Oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
Yeah, I mean, if
that's some like fire-related stories.
If there's a fire story, then
Oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
No, but that's more specific. I've got some generic stuff.
I mean, I can think of audio effects you use if it's a monkey story.
All right, hang on. All right, here we go. Listen, it'll take you all day to figure this out. Remember this one?
Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news.
And then, of course, I've used this one for, wacko stories.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
That's a great one. All right, got a new one. You ready?
Okay.
Brand new. Just stumbled across this the other day. Here we go. Love this one.
I'll repeat, this is not a drill. This is not a drill. Code red, code red.
It's great.
Where's that from?
I don't know. It just popped up in my feed. Just some guy.
I'll repeat, this is not a drill. This is not a drill. Code red, code red.
Isn't that great?
It sounds like some guy trying to rally a state militia or something.
I love it.
I'll repeat, this is not a drill. This is not a drill. Code red, code red.
You got to listen to this racket. First of all, Michelle and I had a whole discussion last night. Where did you stumble across this story about podcasting is falling apart?
I read that article too.
Yeah,
Wall Street Journal?
Hold on.
Yeah, the Wall Street Journal article.
Look, so Michelle and I were having a whole conversation. Michelle is a Wall Street Journal subscriber, and by proxy, so am I. It doesn't show up on the drive. We used to get the hard copy on the driveway. Now we're just online.
Yeah.
But in a nutshell, there was such a flood of people jumping into podcasting, but there are only like 2 that make money. And the other 2 million podcasts out there make nothing and have like 37 listens. And they're disappearing. In a, I don't know, 1 minute.
Even if you have a lot of listeners.
Even if you have the article was even successful podcasts, heritage podcasts.
They can't monetize.
They can't monetize, and they no longer, podcasting has been commandeered by celebrities now.
Yes.
Because where before it was like the common 2 man in a microphone doing a show. Yeah, and that would take off and we'd have followers. Now, if a celebrity's coming, and we would get stars.
Right.
I mean, presidential candidates would go on these basement podcasts.
Right.
And I'm not talking like Mark Maron. I'm talking about, really low.
Can you believe he retired? He was like, this is done. This is over.
So Mark Maron,
I think last year, this past summer.
He ended it last fall.
If he was making money, a lot of money, he would have stuck with that. But then he ended his podcast. He was one of the most downloaded, and apparently he could not monetize it.
I think what happened was there was too much pressure. There's too much pressure to these It's not a podcast anymore. It's what we do now. You have to have a video stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Podcasting has evolved to now being a YouTube video. There's more videos on my Instagram of people talking into microphones than
and also there aren't enough guests to go around, and the guests that used to go on to these podcasts, the celebrities used to go on to these lesser known podcasts, and now the celebrities are doing their own podcasts. So they're not going to the podcast.
Guess what still works? What we're doing, a live MJ morning show on terrestrial radio. We have byproducts of MJ TV. We've got a 3-hour video stream of the entire show every day. And, of course, we're streaming on all the major platforms. We're also in podcast form on all the major platforms by usually 11 a.m. or so every day. But the bread and butter is the FM signal 104.7 and the commercials that are sold on this successful morning show. And this is still viable. More Americans, it's like 90% of Americans, 92, 93% of Americans still use radio, traditional radio, like people would say, oh, radio's dying. No, it's not. The more Americans check into radio every single week than other media forms. We're still like the number 1 usage here in radio. Like with the podcast, the only people making money apparently are like ridiculous contracts given to Joe Rogan and who's that slutty girl? What the slutty podcast?
Call me daddy.
Yeah,
call her daddy.
Whatever
I forgot her name.
Yeah.
And but the article
Alex,
said
whatever.
There's a handful, like a couple of hundred podcasters who are making money.
Right.
And there are thousands that are.
There are millions of
There was
breaking.
Did you see the example? There was one that was out of Barstool Sports, which is an extremely successful platform for podcasting, and they were doing a sports-oriented podcast. And they said, but
That's
they used
Dave Dushnoy, right?
right, but it was somebody else on his platform.
I love the guy.
Right, he's fine.
A genius.
He another successful podcast that's on their platform, and it was sports-oriented. They used to be able to get players coming onto their podcast, but now the players go to Kelsey's podcast.
They don't
Rich
have any time
Eisen's
for them. Podcast or the top celebrities podcast, and they don't come to the lower end stuff.
Right.
Anyway, the bottom line, the Wall Street Journal says there's like this giant reckoning right now in the whole podcast deal that it was so oversold on how big it was going to be, and it hasn't come to fruition, essentially.
No. I don't know that it was oversold as much as it's going so mainstream that, like, the number 1 podcast is like Amy Poehler's podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
But it's not gritty in the sense that, it's somebody you already know.
Yeah.
Like a TV show. You know the person
Right.
because you see him on TV.
All right, so this is a perfect lead-in to what I was saying about this online streaming scam. Listen to this guy. This guy's been charged federally. Man has pled guilty to making $8 million by creating music with AI and then using bots to drive a jillion fake streams to make it seem like jillions of people were listening and it was all just a racket. This is unbelievable.
Dude, I remember like 5 years ago, I heard of how you can build a farm.
Yeah, it's like
to set your phone on not Instagram, but on Spotify.
A bot farm.
Yeah, you
haven't you seen the pictures or the videos when they bust like a bot farm and it's like a giant wall, like plywood walls with all of these like smartphones all hooked up to wires, like hundreds or thousands of smartphones,
and it just repeats one song over and over again. And the song is like only 20 seconds long, so it gets 3 plays a minute.
It's like
times
ridiculous.
hours,
Yeah.
and you have thousands of phones. Yeah, I've seen these type of stories. I've never saw anybody pull it off.
I remember, this is a couple of years back, I remember reading something else or even hearing from people in the industry that there was also a belief that on some of the big podcasts that they were scamming with number of listens, the number of downloads. And you know what the other problem is? Is that you can set something to download, but it doesn't mean that it's being listened to and the commercial advertising is being consumed. So that's another big secret, is that people might have the podcast set to download, but the number of people that are actually listening versus downloads, that's a whole different thing. So now they've got to figure out, how do you know if somebody's actually listening to the downloaded podcast?
Plays of the download.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then this dude, this racket's unbelievable. For quite some time, human musicians have watched in horror as AI-generated slop has started drowning out their work on streaming platforms. Companies like Spotify have discovered entire networks of bots that were designed to fraudulently boost the listenership of AI-generated music, a bizarre scheme essentially involving bots listening to bot music to create and capture royalties that could have otherwise been paid out to real human artists. In a Department of Justice press release, the Southern District of New York Attorney Jay Clayton announced that North Carolina native Michael Smith had pleaded guilty to creating hundreds of thousands of songs with AI and using automated programs called bots to fraudulently stream his AI-generated songs billions of times.
Yeah. What's the crime here? What's the crime here? The crime here is a loophole in Spotify's system? I mean,
according to the press release, Smith's payout was actively taking away from singular pool of funds that could have gone to musicians and songwriters.
Not true.
It is true.
It's not true because nobody listened to those other songs.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he earned the money because he got the listens.
The goal was to mimic the genuine streaming activity of real consumers, ultimately allowing him to fraudulently obtain more than $8 million in royalties across music streaming platforms like Amazon Music, Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube Music. He pled guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and is facing a maximum of 5 years in prison. His sentencing has been scheduled for July 29th. Smith has also agreed to forfeit over $8 million in his ill-gotten money due to the fraud scheme. Okay, yes?
I'm not really sure I agree with this. Yeah, give me that article. I'm going to have to read it later.
Okay.
Analyze that.
Okay.
I'm not really sure that law was meant for this.
Okay.
And I'm not sure I don't know if Fester and I are kind of thinking this over. Like, it seems like it's a little more of a problem with the platforms than it is.
Yeah, if he exploited a loophole in there.
Here you go, wifey lawyer.
Yeah.
There you go.
We may have to call him and give him some pro bono, some representation.
Give us a pro boner.
Yeah. Oh, you know.
Okay.
Really? You don't see what's wrong with this, Michelle? Come on.
No, I think morally or ethically, sure. But on the face of it, I'm looking at it thinking like, I mean, I guess if he signed a contract with the platforms that says he's not going to do that, then it's just breaking a contract. I'm not sure what the crime necessarily
There's
is.
a whole genre, and I've seen videos on Instagram of like unethical ways to make money.
Yeah.
Right? And it's
that's the name of Fester's game right there.
Listen,
Okay.
you know what?
Scam rackets, everything.
Unethical ways to make money, and there's a ton of them. Ethical and laws are two different things.
Are you done now?
Do you have a message for us?
Yeah.
What, do you know some sign language over there?
No, I'm saying we got a break. It's getting late.
Said we gotta take
It's
a commercial break.
7:22.
You said you're pointing to your watch.
Obnoxiously.
Point to my watch.
What is that? What is that?
We're going to start over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next. Hey, latest on that plane wreck at LaGuardia. And Michelle, is this unbelievable? The timing? Is that you're not going to believe what happened the same date like 34 years ago and how it affected me and Michelle. Yeah, that's just one thing. Got tons of crap next. We have a lot of junk coming up. An hour, 20 minutes, nonstop MJ. Next here on Q105, 104.7 FM. If you're buying a diamond, it has never been easier with IDC, and they're going to walk you through the process. So buying a diamond with IDC has never been easier because they're IDC. Now, buying a diamond elsewhere, that's been, a speed bumpy situation in many, many cases. And now you throw the lab-grown diamonds into the mix, and it can get a little difficult. Are you paying too much? Are you really getting a good value? You got to go to someone you can really trust, and that is International Diamond Center. That is IDC. At IDC, they cut through all the confusion. They give you straight facts, remove the mystery. They teach you how to make a smart choice, whether you're leaning toward one of the new lab-grown diamonds or a timeless, classic, natural diamond. Over 40 years in the business, folks, it's IDC. If you're buying a diamond, there's only one place to go to. You tell them MJ sent you. It's IDC, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. International Diamond Center. Tell them that MJ sent you. If your air conditioning has a problem, I'm going to tell you how to solve it. Like the DJ revolves it. You call Air Rescue. So, formerly Plan B Air Conditioning. They're now Air Rescue. I didn't jump ship. No, it's Kenny. Kenny started Plan B Air Conditioning. Another company. And Kenny also has an interest in Air Rescue. They decided to simplify things, just merge it all into Air Rescue, which has been around for over 70 years. A great reputation. So now, for all of your air conditioning needs, and, we're getting to the point here where we're going to start having the consistently hot days here in the Tampa Bay area. When your air conditioning goes out, or if your system is just fried, you need a new system, it's old, just needs to be replaced, you want to call Air Rescue. They will tell you what time they'll be there. If they're not there on time, you don't pay the diagnostic fee. Mention me, MJ, get 10% off. It's airrescue.com, airrescue.com, and tell them that MJ sent you. What about selling that home with working air conditioning thanks to Air Rescue? If you want to sell your home, folks, it's Mark Spain. Get a guaranteed cash offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. The easiest way to sell your home. You'll save time and you'll make the most money. MJ here from my friends at Mark Spain Real Estate here in the Tampa Bay area. There's one place to call. Tell friends, tell family, tell yourself. Mark Spain Real Estate, hassle-free, all cash offer. It's going to be strong. In fact, the Wall Street Journal and Real Trends, they have consistently named Mark Spain Real Estate as a top real estate team in the U.S. for closed transactions for 9 years in a row. That is amazing. Number one real estate team in the nation for 5 consecutive years. People love them, like Ryan. Mark Spain Real Estate exceeded our expectations by helping us achieve significantly over our asking price. When it comes time to sell your home, folks, it's Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com. Get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com, and start packing and tell them that MJ sent you. Traffic's on. Let's grab Schreiner. MJ Morning Show back in minutes.
With an
A little late. Don't worry. You get the full hour, 20 minutes plus of nonstop MJ. We just give you more on the other side. I welcome everybody. MJ, Fester, Michelle, and a whole lot of MJ. No one does this. No one does this. Nobody does it. Over an hour and 20 minutes nonstop right now. Let's see anyone else try to do this. No commercials, no music, no break, just nonstop content. And let's do it. Man, this is weird. And I just found out last night because I saw a story exactly 34 years apart, and it turned out that it was the same day of the week as well. The LaGuardia crash. And Michelle, was that not a harrowing night?
That was scary.
And that was really before the internets and the ability to get like information quickly and fast. And this is before social media. And so this is really interesting. Of course, we had the LaGuardia accident, the Air Canada commuter flight operating. It was a Jazz operating as Air Canada, the commuter jet, the CRJ 900, crashing into the fire truck. First of all, there's some new information on that. And this story is just unbelievable. This was so freaking avoidable. You know, the largest city in the United States, one of the busiest airports. I mean, how does that happen? How does a plane get cleared to land on runway 4 and a tower guy tells a fire truck to cross right in front of a plane coming in at 104 miles an hour? Well, it was it already put on speed brakes, I would imagine, and
it was already slowing down, and it was at 100 miles an hour.
Exactly, 104 miles an hour. It T-bones the fire truck, crossing the runway to go to another emergency. So, you know, while I'm here, the other emergency was a United flight. It was like a relatively new Boeing 737 MAX 8 that had some kind of smoke smell in the cockpit. So they, I think they aborted their takeoff, and the fire truck was responding to this United jet. So you had one thing going on, then you have the guy in the tower, and then there was a report that it was Sunday night, it's slow, it's almost midnight, and the guy in the tower might have been, some news reports are saying the guy in the tower was doing two jobs. And that sometimes late at night, it's not uncommon. Really? Should we really have that at LaGuardia? So the one dude in the tower, reports say he was managing the approach, the incoming flights, landing, as well as he was managing the ground traffic as well on the taxiways.
Wow.
Well, that was my question to you yesterday, is that I had read that there were two different controllers for those two different jobs.
Typically, I guess, during busier hours.
But then it sounded like the same voice as we listened to it, you know, talking to both the truck and the air traffic. So.
Yeah. Anyway, so, and then did you hear the other chunk of the audio? We played the audio yesterday of when the impact happened and the tower telling the truck 1, the rescue fire truck, headed to the United issue. Stop, too late. And, I mean, we're talking about a T-bone. And it could have been worse, they say. I mean, all the passengers survived. The 2 pilots died tragically. The flight attendant, who was seated at the front of the aircraft with her back to the bulkhead, you know, the bulkhead wall before the cockpit.
I mean, she probably has a stiff back this morning.
She was, the reports are she was thrown 300 feet out of the airplane, ejected, still strapped to her seat, as the captain and the first officer were just obliterated.
Okay.
And then yesterday, we had some early information. The plane was going 25 miles an hour. No, that was erroneous. And I remember saying on the air yesterday, how is there so much damage to an airplane going 25 miles an hour? I was, you know, it didn't process. I'm like, come on. And now we know that the plane was actually at 104 miles an hour when it was landing. But I tell you this is kind of chilling, is another chunk of the audio that I heard yesterday where the tower guy admits to making a mistake, that he messed up. Have you heard the audio, Fester, on this?
No.
Yeah, listen to this.
Truck 1 and Company, LaGuardia Tower, requesting to cross 4 at Delta.
Truck 1 and Company, cross 4 at Delta.
Truck 1 and Company, crossing 4 at Delta.
Frontier 4195 to stop there, please. Stop. Truck 1, stop.
All right, here's the stop.
Truck 1, stop. Stop, Truck 1, stop. Delta 2603, go around, runway heading 2000.
So now he's got to send the Delta flight around because there's just been a major incident.
646, I see you collide with a vehicle there. Just hold position. I know you can't move. The vehicle's there responding to you now.
Then he talks about the plane colliding with the vehicle.
Delta 2603, go around, runway heading 2000.
Right, 2000, go around, Delta 2603.
So he's got to send the Delta flight's about to land. Nope.
Truck 2, runway 4 is closed, correct?
Yes, go on to runway 4 now. Proceed on runway 4, you have access. Frontier 4195, I got the word that we're going to be closed for a little while. If you want to prepare to return to the ramp, let me know.
All right, listen, here it
Yeah,
comes.
we got stuff in process for that, man. That wasn't good to watch.
Yeah, I know I was here. I tried to reach out to my stuff, and we were dealing with an emergency earlier, and I messed up.
No, man, you did the best you could.
Did you hear that? The guy in the tower says, yeah, I messed up. And then another pilot, I think that might have been United.
Turning back to the gate.
You did the best you could. But did you hear the guy in the tower say, I messed up? Mm-hmm. Holy crap. So that guy's been put on, he's been relieved of duty, huge investigation, obviously. He'll probably never go back to that job ever. Unbelievable. And then...
I mean, it has to be an investigation. I mean, a lot of times people think they messed up before there's an investigation. They realize something else was the matter.
Of course there's going to be an investigation.
No, but a lot of people think, oh my God, I messed up. And then wait, hold on. This wasn't exactly your fault. You know, let's see how everything comes out.
There is some discussion about how the truck should have had visual looking to see before they crossed or went over that intersection, and that perhaps they didn't follow the procedure doing that.
But also, the cross is a little bit of an angle.
It is.
That could have been the stop point.
Yeah.
Right.
He says stop before the impact, and I could see the guy pulling off to get out of the T-bone path.
Also, you know what saved all the passengers on the jet? So there were, 70-something passengers on the jet. What saved the passengers was that the airplane hit the fire truck like dead in the middle, T-boned the fire truck cockpit right into the middle of the fire truck. If the fire truck would have been a little further ahead or behind, it could have hit the wing, caused a massive fire, could have burned all the passengers up.
Yeah,
I mean,
big explosion.
It could have been a huge explosion. Exactly. So massive investigation underway, and it'll be about a year before the final report comes out from the NTSB. But total mess. But here's the interesting thing.
I mean, if there's a trained tower guy who's doing 2 or 3 jobs,
right?
I could see him going back to this job eventually, under the right circumstances.
Sure.
I don't know. I bet you that guy never goes back to work.
I bet you management at LaGuardia holds more responsibility than anybody for not staffing the tower.
No,
if that's the case.
It's not. It's the FAA. It's
fine,
not.
the
It's
FAA.
not management. LaGuardia.
Apologies to management of LaGuardia.
So here is
They're slighted.
Here's the interesting element, and I didn't even realize this. Saw a story yesterday. LaGuardia Airport experienced 2 tragedies exactly 34 years apart to the day. And how the hell was I involved in what happened 34 years ago? So Sunday night, we had the crash of this Air Canada jet into the fire truck. 34 years ago, Sunday night, March 22nd, 1992, is a night that Michelle remembers all too well. Why is that, Michelle?
Because you were flying home to New York?
I was flying into
back?
LaGuardia.
Yeah.
There was an accident 34 years ago, the same exact day. 34 years earlier, March 22nd. It was even a Sunday night.
Yep.
I was up in New York. I was working at 95.5 WPLJ New York. I was the assistant program director, creative services director, worked on the morning show with Scott Shannon, and I was down in Virginia Beach for the weekend to visit my parents and Michelle, and Sunday night I'm flying back from Norfolk. I'm on U.S. Airways. I'm on U.S. Air. I don't know whether it was U.S. Air or U.S. Airways at that point, but I'm flying back from Norfolk to LaGuardia.
Yes.
And there was an accident, and there was a crash involving a U.S. Air jet that was taking off.
Wow.
It was a snowy, cold night, and in a nutshell, there was a U.S. Air Flight 405, which was a Fokker F-28, a small commuter jet, and it wasn't de-iced properly, or something was wrong, and it couldn't get lift, and it started to take off, couldn't get lift, crashed into Flushing Bay. And some survived, some people were killed, and 27 on board were killed. There were 51 people on board, 27 were killed. And here's the deal. The news came out, crash at LaGuardia involving a U.S. air flight. And this is the exact time that I'm flying in from Norfolk. Michelle, what do you remember?
I just remember seeing it on the news that there was an issue at the airport, and we didn't know at that time whether it was a incoming, outbound, or whatever.
But it was it said crash.
It was a crash.
The news, you said issue. I mean, it was like news broke. There's a crash,
at LaGuardia.
All the issues you could have, it's a pretty serious issue.
Yeah.
Yes. And so, we're like, oh my gosh, you were flying in to LaGuardia, and we were like, okay, what's happening? We don't know. It's the message. The news was a little slower than it was, than it is today.
We didn't have the internet. We didn't have social media.
Did you even have a cell phone?
No, because you called me from the payphone.
I thought I had my.
If you did. You called me from the payphone at the airport.
It was after that I got my little Motorola flip phone or whatever that was.
You had a car phone before that, but you called me from the payphone at the airport.
Right. So, not LaGuardia. So on that audio where you hear, Delta, go around, Delta, go around. That was us.
Mm-hmm.
We were the go-around flight. We were on final. We were landing at LaGuardia. The crash happens, and suddenly our pilot, full throttle, we jerk up in the air, and we go around, but LaGuardia was closed because it was a major crash. Literally, as we're landing, the crash happens. And we ended up at Newark. So we were rerouted to Newark, but when you hear the towers say, Delta, go around,
Mm-hmm.
Truck 1 and Company, LaGuardia Tower requesting to cross 4 at Delta.
Truck 1 and Company, cross 4 at Delta.
Truck 1 and Company crossing 4 at Delta.
Frontier 4195 to stop there, please.
Then we get the truck stop.
Stop, Truck 1, stop. Stop, Truck 1, stop. Stop, Truck 1, stop. Delta 2603, go around, runway heading 2000.
You hear that?
Jet 646. Jet 646, I see you collide with a vehicle here, just hold position. I know you can't move. The vehicles are responding to you now.
Is the runway closed?
Delta 2603, go around, runway.
So that was so we were the go around. We were immediately told to go around. We landed at Newark, and the captain didn't tell us anything. The captain said weather is really bad at Newark. I'm sorry. The captain said weather is really bad at LaGuardia. We aborted our landing, and it wasn't until we landed at Newark, all the people at the gate were chattering about the crash at LaGuardia. The flight crew never told us that another U.S. Airways jet had crashed at LaGuardia that night, March 22nd of 1992. And you know what I remember? There was an actor on that flight that survived, and he was an actor known for, I think, All My Children. I pulled the story. The guy's name, Richard Lawson.
He was moved.
Yeah. Richard Lawson was on All My Children, and he actually survived the crash.
I think the story was they'd switch to seats. Like moved him either from the back of the plane to first class or from first class to the back. Something had happened with his seat.
Yeah, I think
and that's why he survived, because if he hadn't been moved, he would have been...
You know what? The flight attendant recognized him from All My Children, and the flight attendant moved him to first class, and he actually survived. And I guess if he had been in the back of the plane, he would have died.
Yeah.
In this particular crash at LaGuardia.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, crazy story. And I mean, my family, you guys had no idea. At that point, U.S. Airways crash at LaGuardia, and
right, we didn't know, the situation, like, because it could have been more than one plane. We weren't sure. And then you called me from the airport, because then it was some time before you were able to call us.
Yeah, so we land, and I remember hitting a payphone and calling Michelle, and you're like, oh, my God, are you okay? I called you first.
You did.
I called you before my parents, and I think I told you to call my parents.
You did. You told me to call your mom. Call my mom and let her know I'm okay, and I'm like, all right.
Wow. Andrew wants me to take a call. Oh, hang on. Oh, anonymous. We've got a pilot who's calling in anonymously. Hey, it's MJ Morning Show. Hello, anonymous pilot. You're on.
Hey, good morning. Hey, MJ, I just wanted to say that, a lot of people are saying that the air traffic controller, it's his fault. I don't agree with that, okay? First of all, it doesn't matter how dead the airport is. You always have to get permission from a controller to cross a runway. But if you're driving a fire truck, the air traffic's going to be coming from one direction. It's not going to be both ways. So all you had to do is look one direction and see how many people they have in that fire truck, 4 or 5 people in the fire truck. Look down the runway before you cross it.
Also, there's an active runway warning light where supposedly when a flight is landing on the taxiway, you get a red light that do not cross as well.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get permission to cross the runway anyway, and, you can't rely on a guy that's behind a computer screen. If he tells you got permission to cross, look down the runway. Don't just barrel across it.
What kind of pilot are you? Are you a commercial pilot?
Yes. Not any longer, though.
Oh, so are you retired?
Yes.
All right. Hey, thanks for what did you fly? What equipment did you retire on?
I just rather not say.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Appreciate you calling in. All right. Moving along. Anything else, Fester?
Nope.
All right. Moving along.
Oh, wait. That actor that survived?
Yeah.
Do you know who he married? Beyonce's mother.
No.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, my God. And
Lawson.
Then Beyonce's mother died.
Did she die?
I think so.
I don't know that.
Maybe I'm confusing her with somebody else.
No,
I don't know.
I think Ms. Knowles is alive.
Is she?
I don't know that she's dead.
I don't know. But, man, that was freaky. All right, moving along.
Okay, you got to stop breathing in this direction, though, dude.
Are you going to start in with me again?
Fester.
Oh, jeez. In the car.
Don't you smell that smell?
I got to talk about the spyware thing. All right, hold on. Spyware in just a second. All right, so I got to listen to this. All last night, I'm 10 feet. We've got like 2 couches in the living room. We've got 2 couches that each face the coffee table in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm on one couch with my computer doing work. Michelle's on the other couch, and Michelle's bitching and moaning. I'm 10 feet away from her. Then on the ride in this morning, just nonstop. All right, Michelle, you want to tell everyone what you're complaining about?
That garlic smell coming out of your mouth.
What'd you eat?
Do you smell any garlic smell coming out of my mouth? Or does Michelle have super smelling powers?
I don't know. I'm not trying to smell you.
Oh, my God. Let me...
Stop!
What?
Oh, my gosh.
Do you know what Michelle's complaining about?
What, are you taking garlic?
No, I'm not. I'm not taking...
That's so gross sounding.
Garlic. Larry King for garlic.
Larry King for garlic. Yeah. I'm farting from one end, and I got garlic coming out of my face on the other end.
Larry, your breath is killing me.
All right, so that was Trump.
That's
a pretty funny audio bite.
What I knew.
Yeah.
It's what I knew.
Oh, that's a classic. All right, so I love the kimchi bucket that they sell at Costco. I love kimchi, the Korean delicacy. And if you don't know what kimchi is, it's fermented Napa cabbage in a spicy sauce, and it's very good for you. It's a staple, a mainstay in Korean diets. I love Asian food.
Is it like Asian sauerkraut?
No, it's Napa cabbage. Well,
is it sauerkraut cabbage?
So that's the exact one I buy from Costco. It's Janga, #1 kimchi in Korea. So I buy this bucket of kimchi at Costco, and I love it. And Michelle won't stop complaining when I eat the kimchi.
You know what, dude?
What? Oh, dude. I'm dude now. I'm dude. Husband is dude.
Don't talk because that smell is just coming out of your mouth. Honestly.
Don't talk. I'm doing a morning show.
I don't know. Well.
Oh, you can smell it from here?
Yes.
No, you can't.
Okay.
Can you imagine? I'm driving in the whole ride in from South Tampa this morning. Michelle's like, holding your nose. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
She's
I can't breathe.
Driving with the window down.
Oh my God.
Ventilate you and your
Across the
garlic
bridge.
stench.
Sticking her head out the window on the Howard Franklin like a dog. Yeah.
All right.
You know what I need? I need a Korean to call in and tell me what's the best way to get rid of kimchi breath. Any Korean, because I love kimchi.
Are you an avid flosser?
I use the little floss sticks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, brushing's not enough and it gets like the stench is caught in between your teeth.
I don't have kimchi between my...
I don't know. I'm trying to help you.
Are there any Koreans listening? I need some...
you need a better toothpaste.
Yeah. Or...
My toothpaste is fine.
Or a better Korean. Somebody call in with that.
Are there any Koreans listening that can tell me how to get rid of kimchi breath? Because it's driving Michelle crazy.
You can eat it when I'm not home.
800-990-1047. Quickly. If I don't get a call in like a minute, then I'm moving on. All right. Any Koreans listening, how do I manage kimchi breath? And is this a problem in Korean society?
I mean, I don't smell that many Koreans.
Hold on. Wouldn't you just type in the... by the way, if you are Korean and you want to help me out here and save my marriage, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. What's the clutch the pearls gasp?
Okay.
Fester.
So... I typed into...
You're having a coronary over there.
I typed into the...
that could happen at any minute.
I wish I had one right now. God strike me right now.
Great.
Kimchi breath into the Google.
Yes.
Kimchi breath is the strong, lingering odor of garlic, ginger, and fermented cabbage caused by eating kimchi. It is a common social concern in South Korea.
See?
The smell arises from the sulfuric compounds and the fermentation byproducts that can also affect sweat. So it comes through your pores.
Well, I've always heard that garlic does come through your pores.
And when you came home from your walk last night and you were sweaty, I was like, you are extra stinky.
Oral hygiene, it says brush teeth, which you've done.
Mm-hmm.
Floss, which helps to another level. And then scrape your tongue thoroughly after eating.
I just use a pressure washer.
Fine.
I've got the Simpson 3600.
Just take it right off.
I'll just take my taste buds right off.
Or you can eat foods like ginger that has like a deneutralization odor type gimmick.
Do I have any Koreans calling in? Hey, the phones are loaded. Look at this.
Also, a fresh apple can act as a natural breath freshener.
Oh, you have some of those at home?
Hang on. Because Whole Foods right now, Whole Foods has great pink ladies.
Well.
And that's my favorite apple variety is the pink lady. All right. Ken in Newport Richie. Ken, are you Korean?
No, MJ, I'm not, but I do buy the kimchi from Costco, which I love, but my wife complains about it because when I keep it in the refrigerator, the smell lingers in the refrigerator, so I have to double bag it in gallon baggies. Keep the smell.
No, you had to bring this up. That's another one of Michelle's complaints.
Yes.
When I open up the kimchi, even with the plastic cap completely locked down, it still seems to seep into the fridge. So thank you. That's another thing Michelle complains about.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Dude, he's such a polite
There's
person.
a whole Reddit thread on how do I get rid of kimchi breath. And the guy says he loves it. He eats it in the morning and the evening, but every time he opens the jar, the whole house smells like it.
All right. Why can't I get a Korean? Come on. There's got to be a Korean listening. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Let me grab Searle in Clearwater. Hello, Searle.
Good morning, MJ. I love your show. I've listened to your show for 9 years, living in Clearwater, originally from Johannesburg, South Africa.
Well, thank you.
There is yes. Good morning, Michelle, and stop moaning because I'm going to help you out.
Thank you.
Okay. We're welcome. What you have is there's a group out in your old stomping ground, MJ, California. He's a cousin of mine, Anthony Raisin. And Anthony Raisin started a company probably 35 years ago The product came out of South Africa. It's all over the United States, and it's called Garlic Go. Okay, that takes care of kimchi, garlic, onion, bad breath, bad halitosis, whatever you have. And I'll tell you this, it is the most incredible stuff. Gillette approached him to buy them out, and I'm not sure where that ended up, but it's a fabulous product, and I can highly recommend it. I love your show, and I'm just so excited. Every morning I turn on, I've Ubered in Clearwater, Florida for 7 years.
Wow.
1,000 passengers. Yeah.
All right, hold on. So hold on. What is it's called? Garlic Go? What is the name of it?
Yes, Garlic Go. The product is sold in 7-Elevens right across the country.
Oh, wait a minute. Fester's trying to...
Is it Garlic Go or Garligo?
How do you spell it?
No. Okay, just as in go. Garlic as in Garlic, and then go. G-O.
Garlic Go. And it's a breath freshener.
Yeah,
yes,
Fester's trying to Google this, and it's not coming up.
Yeah, okay, maybe they sold out and they changed the name. There was a famous actor, and I think he's passed away. He had the best speaking voice ever. He was in Airport One. MJ, you know what I'm talking about, and you guys probably know.
The movie Air Force One?
James Earl Jones?
Yes, Airport One.
Airport One. The first. Anyway, listen, hey, I got to run. But Cyril, thanks for calling. I'm going to try to search this product down, but it's not coming up on the Googles.
Yeah, Cyril, if you find a link to it, send it to us. Send it to MJ on his Instagram or something. Dude.
No, send it to my email. If you find me a link to the product, then email me, mj@mjmorningshow.com, all right?
Got it.
Thank you, buddy. Thanks for calling in, and thanks for the years of listening. I highly appreciate it. I'm running late on my teased item, which is spyware. So you got to hear this spyware story.
Okay.
I don't want to give too much away. Michelle's probably going to get pissed at me for even bringing this up.
But tell me what it is.
Yeah, we don't know.
Somebody trying to enlist our son Julian to go through their phone in order to see if there's spyware on this person's phone.
So what's the problem?
All right.
Who's the person?
I can't say.
What?
So here's the deal. It has been requested because Julian is pretty technical.
He's a pretty techie kid. Yeah, he's not a kid anymore.
I can't get too much away. There's somebody that we know who says that their ex must have put spyware on their phone because the ex knows everything and stuff the ex should not know. And the person that needs our help to figure out if there's spyware on the phone is the one that's approaching us saying, hey, Julian's very technical. Can he figure out if there's spyware on my iPhone because my ex just knows way too much about everything and it's got to be from my phone.
That's a creepy feeling.
It is.
Dude, we got to set the ex up.
Yeah. So,
like whoever this person is, tell me, and I'll start asking about their hemorrhoid surgery or something. Right? You know, and we'll have a robust conversation about how maybe I'll take him to the hospital or something because he can't drive because he has to sit on a donut because of his, ass procedure.
Wow.
And we have like 4 or 5 weeks of conversation about the recovery and then see if the ex brings it up.
Yes.
Hey, Julian, if you're awake, call in now. Because if Julian's awake, he's typically listening to the show. I don't know what his Tuesday schedule is up at NYU. But Julian, if you're listening, call in right now. I gotta ask Julian. I got so busy with, going to see my parents over the weekend. I haven't even approached Julian yet. But I need to know if Julian is able to determine whether there's spyware on the iPhone. You know what? Also, if anybody is listening and this has struck a chord, has anyone ever put spyware on your phone? Have you ever been the victim of somebody implanting tracking or like keystrokes on your computer or phone without your knowledge? Like a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, anybody?
Fester's trying to guess who it is.
I'm writing notes that's trying to guess your friends.
Yeah, Fester's like
And I'm
over here.
wrong.
He's like
Fester knows like 5 of our friends' names. Of course, we probably only have 5 friends.
Probably
Fester's
more.
like frantically scribbling on Post-it
I
notes
had an
over
idea
here.
of who it could be.
It's not that person.
My first guess is out the window. Second guess wasn't even close.
Anyone listening with a spyware issue? 800-990. Oh, Julian's calling in on the hotline.
Why don't you just take it? Hold on, why don't you take it to Geek Squad?
Oh,
I mean, seriously, why does this person need to go through, Julian and make a bigger deal about it?
800-990-1047. Anybody have any thoughts on this whole spyware deal? And somebody that Michelle and I know asking for Julian's help to determine whether their ex is stalking them through spyware on the phone. They're convinced because certain things that this person would never know about.
Yeah.
I think it's regarding like texting.
Ugh.
And
That's such a creepy feeling.
It is. Julian just called in on the hotline. Hey, Julian.
Good morning.
Are you listening to the show?
I am.
All right. So are you qualified? Can you find out? And you know who this person is as well. Are you able to go through their iPhone and see if their ex installed spyware and is tracking and stalking them?
I don't know if I'm qualified, but my number one guess. So there's 2 things you could do. The first thing I think is the ex has another Apple device logged in with the same Apple ID, so they're getting all the iMessages.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Oh, okay.
And then the number 2 solution is just put your phone into a blender and get a new Apple ID and a new phone number.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
will it blend? Remember Blend Tech used to do those?
Yeah.
Remember they used to do those videos, just putting stuff in the Blend Tech blender. Will it blend?
But if you have like an old, antiquated Apple device that you no longer, let's say you have like an iPhone 15, right? And isn't that old, but it's not, there's newer versions.
Yeah, you're still rocking an iPhone 6, right?
I still have the push button
Whatever
at the bottom
you
of
have.
it, right?
Yeah.
It's the best. I'm never getting rid of that one. I have the big wide charger at the bottom. But if you have an older iPhone and you're logged into the same Apple ID,
right,
and even if you slipped with your password one time or they used to be logged into it and they never logged out of it, you still get all their texts over. Is it just over Apple devices or all their texts?
I think it's just Apple devices, but it's gonna be like if they have even like an iPad, an iPad, iPod Touch. I mean, like anything of that sort
that you've signed into, that you've shared with somebody.
So I know that's a common way that a lot of parents spy on their teen. Like they'll log, like if you want to know what your kids are talking about on text, you're not always going to have access to their phone as much as you think you might.
So you have them sign on to another device,
or you sign on to that device because you're with them when they make their Apple ID and password, and you
interesting,
and you just monitor a seperate device.
Anyway, I just thought it was really interesting. All right, Julian, have a nice day at school, buddy. Can you believe you're what?
Right,
you're like a little over a month away from finishing your junior year.
Yeah, don't tell me about it.
And then you're going to be a senior?
Ugh, yeah.
And then you got to try to break into the movie business. Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, no, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, tell me about it. Oh, my God, tell me about it.
Julian wants to be a cinematographer.
Tough life over here.
Oh, tell me about it. Daddy's sending me to school in New York. Tell me about it.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Shut up.
I know.
Shut up.
Mr. Julian and his first world problems over here.
He knows he's living his best life.
Oh, tell me about it, Daddy.
It's about to end. His
Daddy.
best life, yeah.
Daddy, the credit card statement's coming in the mail, Daddy.
Can you have that coronary right now?
Daddy.
All right, goodbye.
I wish.
All right, Julian, see you later.
Hey, at least I don't have kimchi problems.
Yeah.
All right, goodbye. I guess
Yeah.
he is listening to the show. Great. All right. Oh, did you see they painted all the doors red in the lobby?
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Fester.
The doors in our lobby have all been painted fire engine red.
So,
but wait a minute. Have you noticed it looks like a 5-year-old did the painting and the paint is all over the place? The paint is on the carpet. The paint is on the floors. The paint is on the walls. I'm telling you, it's like they brought in a kindergarten class to finger paint.
I don't know anything about that.
We come back from spring break, and, I was about to say something to Big Scary Ron. I was about to say, hey, listen, our lobby, the doors look disgusting because they were all worn off, and you had all the handprints where the hands have rubbed all the paint off the doors in certain places. The doors
It was time for it to be refreshed.
It was, but not fire engine freaking red.
Somebody likes that color.
I don't know what's going on. The doors are bright. Hey, Andrew, because Andrew was here running the best of last week. Andrew, when did they paint all the doors, and which school on spring break, which kindergarten class did they bring in to do the painting?
Okay, this weekend was the second coat. Last weekend was the first coat.
Right.
Oh, so you had to live with this all week? Last week we weren't here, so...
Oh, and they used the smelliest paint.
The stankiest.
We've had stuff painted at our house. We just had our whole house painted. And I don't know what kind... They must have requested extra smelly paint that it takes 4 months for the smell to dissipate.
Well, we have this paint that has no odor, or we have this one that smells like crap.
Have you noticed there's red paint on the floors, the walls, the carpet? It's like, my God, you ever hear of a drop cloth or 3M painter's tape?
I mean, are they did we really have an elementary school do it?
I think that's awful. Listen, that's my guess. It looks like a kindergarten class did the painting, is what it looks like to me.
I'm sure that whoever it is will come up and touch up, I guess.
Andrew, do you have any information on this?
No, they didn't go through me to find a painter.
My God. Geez.
Crazy.
It's just a mess.
It's a lot of red.
I don't know what's going on. Oh, Fester.
Yes.
Michelle saw something else. Was that Wall Street Journal about the hotel buffets?
Yeah, I think it was a couple weeks ago.
But I
meant to ask you.
That was a while ago.
Yeah,
right?
like about a month ago. There was an article that said...
Oh, is that? Oh, because there's another hotel story. So I mentioned this on yesterday's show that people were upset I didn't bring this up yesterday. Listen, I was busy. Listen, we were there. It was our first day back from spring break, and I'm a little late getting to this, but a story popped up over the weekend in multiple spots. Hotel buffet crashers caught on camera loading up plates and walking out. Complimentary breakfast buffet may be a favorite perk in many hotel chains nationwide, but these days, not everyone in the buffet line may be a paying guest. Duh. We've been talking about Fester's grift.
Okay, hold on.
How long you been? There are a couple of elements here. I'm going to get to are two different elements.
Okay.
The first one is there was a whole series of stories that hit multiple sources over the weekend about the buffet grifters, the people that just drive into a hotel parking lot.
Yes.
And just walk in like they're a guest.
Just walk right in.
And eat right from the buffet for free because nobody's checking.
Nobody checks.
Well, hello. Fester's been doing this for how many years?
1995?
I had
forever?
I had 36 people send me direct messages on Instagram at Certified MJ Radio.
I mean, what's the point of going to Starbucks when there's like a Hampton Inn right next door? You get a coffee right there.
I had people email me.
Yeah.
I had 25 people email me the link to the story at mj@mjmorningshow.com. Any contact.
They'll never catch you.
Any contact you want to make with me ever, if you've got gossip, you got something I need to know, you have something that you want to tell us privately, or you want to give us a hot tip, always email my private email, mj@mjmorningshow.com. Also, my DMs are open at Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. Fester's been doing this for years.
Decades.
You know, Burger King Bobby. He texted me the story.
I'll take him out.
It was like, hey, Fester ought to watch out.
Listen.
Yeah, they're cracking down. All right.
They're not cracking down, BKB.
But here's the other element. This is a whole separate story that apparently Michelle saw a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
A lot of those hotels are doing away with that free breakfast.
Yeah, a lot of them are. It's a tougher racket.
It's a tougher racket now because I was at a hotel last week with Julian, and now they charge you for the breakfast.
So that's
and it was maybe like $5 for the guest, but then it was like $7 or $12 or something for the non-guest.
Yeah, but there are specific hotels that include breakfast, And then a lot of them
those
have
are
like,
going away.
But that's what Michelle's saying, is that Michelle saw a story like in the Wall Street Journal that the free breakfast perk, and that's one of the amenities. Listen, bottom line is that the hotel business, they're jacking up rates. They're charging for amenities that used to be free. The whole resort charge, the resort fee racket scam. You know, you go to a Motel 6 now. There's a resort fee.
resort fee.
That's for the ice maker outside. Yeah.
All right. So, honestly, if we travel, just family travel, road trip travel, I don't see the point in staying at a really luxurious resort for that kind of travel. So we're like a Holiday Inn Express or Hampton Inn family. I mean, we travel, we're going to spend one night there, we're checking out in the morning. And the benefit that they have a free breakfast part of the thing, because I would wake up, feed the family, and it would be another $40. How much is breakfast? $45?
Easily.
You can't get out of any restaurant without spending $50 for breakfast for 4 people. So I seek out those restaurants when I'm staying places like I was last week when we were traveling.
Yep.
However, around town, Hampton Inn and Holiday Inn Express and Hyatt Place and Countryside Inn or a couple of Countryway Inn, the Residence Inn, a bunch of them have breakfast
they're still offering
every morning.
Yeah. See, Michelle and I, we're not hoity-toity hotel spenders. Michelle, what do I hate the most?
Spending money on air travel.
Also
spending money on.
I hate overpaying for airfare. And, you know, prices are going up dramatically. But I hate ridiculously high hotel rates. And I mean, some of these hotel rooms, $800-900 a night, or
thanks.
$2,000 a night. Get out of here! No way.
Hey, where we stayed last week with Julian, it was like $100 for the night.
Yeah,
you couldn't beat it.
Yeah, I mean, you're staying there one night or two, and the purpose isn't to go to the resort.
No,
we don't travel to a city to stay at the Hampton Inn.
No,
but it's just they're very utilitarian, and they have a moderately decent breakfast, whatever they have, their oatmeal or yogurt or bananas or whatever.
That's what I said to Julian last night for the soccer things that we used to go to. I'm like, it was perfect. Grab a hard-boiled egg, throw a slice of bread in the toaster, maybe a yogurt, a banana, sometimes and go.
Yeah. But some of these hotel rates, you spend a couple of nights and it's the cost of somebody's mortgage. It's like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, that has always driven me crazy, and I just refuse to spend a ton of money, a bleep load of money on a ridiculously priced hotel. And you know what's happened in New York? In New York City, with the Airbnbs going away, the hotels jacked up rates. And it's like to get a room that was like $299 a night or $359 a night. Some of these rooms are like $600, $700, $800 a night. It's like, what is going on? I'll just pull up a cardboard box and sleep outside of Macy's or something.
You could rent a U-Haul for less than that and just, roll out a sleeping bag. Rent a U-Haul truck and just roll it up into a parking space. Nobody would know you were in there.
A little space heater or something.
Yeah, something like that.
But the prices are out of control. Hotel prices, the nickel and diming, the amenities fees, the resort charge, which is a giant freaking racket. And then, some of these hoity-toity hotels, like we're talking about free breakfast buffets. I saw another thing, just coincidentally, and I have it right in front of me, about outrageously priced hotel breakfasts.
Yeah.
In New York, Plaza Hotel. You want a fruit plate? $22.
Insane.
Hey, you want the classic American breakfast at the Plaza Hotel? That's where Macaulay Culkin stayed in Home Alone 2.
And that's a luxurious hotel, right? Is it? I don't know.
The American breakfast. What is that? Toast,
2 eggs,
some bacon or sausage. $52.
Wow. Yeah. Why?
What? 50. First of all, I don't get the whole breakfast thing. Listen, I love dining out. I love great restaurants. But for me, breakfast at a restaurant is, unless you're making some killer-ass pancakes that I can't make at home. I mean, just getting toast and eggs and bacon? I mean, I don't understand that. It's the most simple, easy stuff. I'll do that at home. I want to go to a restaurant for something really special, not a couple of scrambled eggs, and this is where Michelle and I might get divorced.
No, that's not true at all, because that's what you would say, but every time we go out for breakfast, I get something other than scrambled eggs and toast. I usually get the French toast or the pancakes. That's a little more complicated. I don't have a whole army at home that I'm feeding. I just want to make 1 or 2 slices.
Yeah. I think going out to breakfast is my favorite meal of the day to go out.
Yeah.
I'd rather go out for breakfast than go out to dinner.
I don't get it. No.
Yeah.
I want more complex, delicious flavors and taste.
Yeah.
Complex.
But
overrated.
But going to breakfast, it's the simple. A monkey can make you breakfast.
Fine, I don't care, and I'll pay the monkey to make the breakfast, and
Yeah.
I'll stay home for dinner.
Oh, I got a great idea.
Monkey breakfast.
Monkey diner.
Oh, that's so great. Okay, all right, come on.
The monkey diner. Monkeys make your food.
And serve it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they walk out. They balance the trays over their head.
The capuchin monkeys.
Yeah.
What are the macaques?
The macaques.
The macaques are swinging over your head, filling your glass. Like macaque is grabbing the handle with one, and I'm refilling my iced tea with the other hand.
The monkey diner.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's a great idea. I would eat there. Tell me you wouldn't go to the macaque diner.
I'd be there in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Every day.
Oh my God! The Ritz-Carlton in New York. You want yogurt? $25 to $35 for yogurt. Scrambled eggs at the Ritz-Carlton in New York. $42 to $58.
See, I don't understand who goes there and then does that. There are a ton of diners.
I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. At the Ritz-Carlton, $25 to $35 for yogurt or scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
$42 to $58 for eggs Benedict.
Okay, you can go right around the corner to almost any diner. Any diner. It's
$12, $15 dish.
Or just go to a bagel shop and you'll have a bagel and $7. Yeah.
The monkey diner, I'm telling you.
That's something, dude.
I got something there. You got trained monkeys.
I like it.
Making your waffles. The monkey house.
I think the...
Instead of Waffle House.
Oh, that's great. We could probably get an old Waffle House and just rebrand it. It's the monkey house.
I think I'm onto something here, man. Oh, wow. Moving along. Hey.
Are you counting over there, Fester?
How many letters are in waffle?
WAFFLE. 6 letters.
How many words are in monkey?
MONKEY.
Oh, we can use the same sign. Just change waffle for monkey.
Yellow squares with black letters.
Yeah, just take the waffle down, put the monkey up, leave the house.
Monkey house.
Yes.
Where monkeys make
6 letters in each.
Monkeys make and serve your food.
Health department might have an issue with this.
No,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
We get a dispensation or whatever you call it.
We got to do it in the unincorporated county.
Man, I think we got something here.
Yeah, something.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. All right, moving along here on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, teenagers, listen to this. Teens feel more pressure to be online and deal with social media and all that interaction. Teens feel more pressure to be online than they do to smoke or drink, according to a new survey. 2,000 American children aged 11 to 17 were surveyed, found that 44% feel peer pressure to be online or on social media, and that's compared to other vices. Pressure to vape, 31%. Ditching class, pressure to do that, 28%. Drinking alcohol, 24%. Shoplifting, 13%. Vandalism, 8%. Nice list. Nice bunch of kids you got here.
Yeah.
It's a pretty wide swath of pressures.
Kids feel more pressure to be online or on social media than those other activities. Some are worse than others, obviously.
What was the percentage for the pressure to be online?
44%.
And then the pressure for shoplifting?
Is 13%.
Huh.
So, when I was in 8th grade, many, 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 many years ago, I probably knew 10 kids that smoked in 8th grade or 9th grade or in high school.
Really?
There's always the smokers. And it started in late middle school at this 14-year-old kind. And I asked my daughter, I go, so, you know any kids that smoke? You see it? And she's like, no.
He's trying to sound like Andy Rooney.
So,
You never know. You never know kids that smoke.
So I think I turn into Andy Rooney when I ask like inquisitive questions about the kid.
Sure.
Because it's like a little disarming. So like it's no big deal.
You ever notice?
I'm just wondering. She's like, no, smoking's gross. Nobody smokes in my school. And I was like, do you know anybody that vapes? Do you see anything? And she's like, no, not really. But she will as she goes into high school. But I think a lot of the health-related things the kids are more aware of, and the pressure is to be online.
Yeah. So teen pressures. I wouldn't want to be a teen today. Also, there's just like a disconnection. I hate to say this, but I just feel the teens from our era, the 80s, 90s, were just much more connected and more perceptive. I think social media and all this crap, I think it's really put a wrench in the plans. Hey, my Instagrams, man, my latest videos have taken off. So my mother's missing wheel well, the mystery of my mom's missing wheel well, a giant plastic part, the entire interior, like scooped plastic wheel well is gone. I go to visit my mother. I talked about this yesterday. I go to visit my mom and dad in Fort Lauderdale over the weekend, last hurrah for spring break. Flew out on Friday early evening, came back early Sunday morning. And my brother says, hey, Mom has an issue. I'm like, what? With the car. Her car is like not even a year old. It's a brand new Genesis GV70. Great vehicle. I drove it a couple of times, missing a wheel well. So my brother says, yeah, we have no idea how it happened. Mom says she has no clue. The entire plastic interior of her wheel well is gone. Took a video. It's on my Instagram. And this is what's amazing to me. This is really why I'm doing it. I posted this just 5 minutes before showtime this morning. It already has 7,189 views.
That's incredible.
7,189 views. Oh, also, Fester, did you see the menu item over at the Thai place? This is like I said, I got a bunch of good things for you to see on my Instagram. If you don't follow me at Certified MJ Radio, you should. And if you don't like my content, then unfollow me. All right. But if you're listening right now and you don't follow me, follow Certified MJ Radio to get great crap like this. So
there's a language barrier, not a barrier. There's a language
disconnect.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And if this was typed out, it would not appear in spell check. Like a lot of times,
maybe not,
because it's a word.
Yeah.
It's just the wrong everything.
All right. So the first video that's up there is my mom's car. Take a look at the video. It's all like bare metal inside. You can see everything because the nice plastic cover inside the wheel well. It's a big chunk of plastic is gone. All right. That's the first video. The second video is Say What? I go to pick up Michelle's chicken fried rice at her favorite chicken fried rice place right now, and it's Lemongrass Thai on Kennedy Boulevard. It's in between Dale Mabry and Himes on Kennedy. And this is the place that has the wacky wall where they used to have it used to be like a full in-house dining Thai restaurant. And then during COVID, they went to Home Depot. They bought some plywood 2x4s.
It's like a door.
Acrylic sheeting, some cabinet sliders.
Yeah.
And they built a whole wall to protect them from COVID. And they still have it up. All right? And they have this homemade bank drive-through drawer that they push out. It's just made out of wood and plastic.
Yeah.
They made their own drawer.
It's very innovative.
And they put your takeout order on this little push-out slide, and they shove it out at you, and you grab it like you're at the bank, at the drive-through. So I shot a video on that a while ago. Michelle loves there's some kind of flavor. Have we figured out what the flavor is?
I think because it's jasmine rice.
No, it's not. It's
okay.
It's not just the rice.
I looked it up, but that's
no.
Okay.
It's like some kind of an umami, maybe a maple. There's some flavor. Maybe. There's some flavor that's in their chicken fried rice at Lemongrass Thai. If anyone knows what that flavor is, email me. MJ at MJMorningshow.com. It's like secret flavor.
I think you found the secret flavor on the soda list.
Well, here's why I shot this new video. So I go to pick up Michelle's chicken fried rice the other night, and I look at this. They had a new like stand-up sign, and it had other menu items. It's like it has a Coca-Cola header, but then they have like the beverages and the dessert offerings on a stand-up sign. So obviously they're trying to push desserts and beverages.
Well, it's printed on a sheet of paper and it's taped to like this whiteboard.
Like a whiteboard with a Coke logo
Header,
on top. Like maybe Coke provided this.
Change the daily specials on.
They just taped this dessert menu and drinks. So I'm looking at this while I'm waiting to pick up Michelle's chicken fried rice or chicken fried rice. And so I'm picking this up. I look at the drink menu. I'm like, what? Folks, you got to look at the first item offered under drinks, under soda in a can. You got to look at the first thing. Have a smile, except it's not Coke.
No.
They misspelled it.
I mean, it's
Rooster.
Yeah.
You can get the C word for $2.50.
That's it.
You got. I mean, you got to look at the video. The video is on my Instagram. The headline is "Say What." I posted this yesterday. It's got like 10,000 views already.
If you call that a soda can, it's a compliment.
Go to my Instagram and take a look at this video. Certified MJ Radio. That is certified MJ Radio. Yeah, I've got like 3 new things. Actually, more. I've got the trash bag lady at Walmart. She's got a trash. We're just shopping with a trash bag on her head. I've got the public nuisance number 1, which is the scooters. You will not believe the amount of scooters and bikes abandoned at the corner of Dale Mabry and Kennedy when we took this video. And I was driving. Michelle took the video, so don't say, MJ, put your phone down while driving. Michelle took the video, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, she did. And then the special soft drink available at the Thai place. You gotta see this, folks. It's hysterical. And then my mom's car. All on my Instagram. Great new videos for your entertainment pleasure. Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. Julian and Chloe both got the scam. Michelle and I did not get the latest scam. So I've got a scam alert. I've got like 2 scams we got to talk about here on the MJ Morning Show. Number 1 is this latest scam. This even caused the Florida Highway Patrol. This caused FHP to put out a special warning. You know, I get all the FHP alerts from Sergeant Gaskins.
Okay.
And they put this alert out yesterday. Guess what? My kids both got this on, what was it, Sunday, right?
Yes.
Both kids, Chloe and Julian, and we all have the same 813 and the first 3. We all have the same prefix. 813 and then the next 3 digits. We all have the same one. But the kids got it. We did not get this. And the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles put out a warning. And this is just a continuation of the scam, the scheme to scare people and to think that they've been hit with some type of a violation and that their license is going to be suspended. They've got a court date. So the latest racket, and both my kids got this, state of Florida, in the county court of the 11th Judicial Circuit Traffic Division, notice of default enforcement actions, and they gave the kids a court date of like yesterday. So they got the notice in their texting. So they were texted this. They got the notice on Sunday. The court date was scheduled for Miami tomorrow yesterday for some kind of a traffic infraction. First of all, the kids, they've not been to Miami driving. So I mean, immediately, the kids are smart enough. And Chloe's like, oh, my God, I'm in trouble. I got to go to Miami. Mom, Dad, book a flight. I got to go to court tomorrow.
Yeah.
And she's being sarcastic. You know, she's joking around. But the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles warning motorists, don't fall for this thing. Notice of default, enforcement action initiated, violation, parking violation, toll violation, Florida statute. They're making this thing all look official. There's a QR code. Scan it and solve this right now. Related authority, mandatory action required. You're required to take immediate action to prevent further legal consequences. Remit full payment immediately of any outstanding fines, unpaid tolls, civil penalties, and court costs, or appear before the court at the scheduled hearing to address this matter. And the court date was it was yesterday, and they got the text on Sunday. And the amount was to settle it up, the kids, I think it was, hold on, I can look at Chloe's text. The amount was $358 or something.
That is a lot of money to just click and send.
But it clears it up. And if they get one, they get 1 out of 100, one out of 1,000.
I know.
Yeah, here it is. Julian got one. Let me look at Julian. Yeah. What was the amount? The amount was, you had to click on the QR code or something. Let me see what the amount was.
It's a couple $100, man. I don't know if I need the exact.
Oh, you got to appear before Judge Michael Rodriguez.
Oh, not Judge Rodriguez.
Yeah. So Julian got Julian got a slightly different one. Mm-hmm. State of Florida, the county court, 11th Judicial for Miami-Dade County Traffic Division.
Okay, listen, I don't want to get caught in the weeds in this, but you're getting a summons to a faraway court that's demanding all kinds of money, and it's not real.
Yeah, where's Chloe's?
So what did
Chloe's?
What did FHP say?
FHP just said warning.
Yeah, warning.
Yeah, what did they say?
Warning.
They said this is crap. It's
okay,
garbage.
That's what I want to hear. I don't want to. Okay, we get the idea of what the text
FHP is warning people. The fraudulent notices resemble official government corresponding, documents.
Discard them. Ignore them completely.
But you know how many people are probably falling for this?
438.
Listen, it's probably more than that, dude. It's probably thousands of people probably falling for this crap.
I'd like to change my guess.
Don't fall for the fake phone call. Don't fall for the fake texts that you have in traffic infractions. You got to appear in court. I mean, they're not texting you this crap. Don't fall for this garbage. All right, the latest now is this. The scam is circulating again. Let me grab Kay in St. Pete. Hi, Kay, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Good morning, MJ. How are you?
We're doing well. Welcome to the program. Go ahead.
Thank you. I just wanted to say my son got a similar message the other day on Friday about the DMV and traffic tickets and everything. And he, like your kids, is also a Gen Zer. So I'm wondering if they're targeting Gen Zers, and that's why I didn't get one and you and Michelle also didn't get one.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah, man. Maybe they're targeting just younger cell phone accounts. How would they even know?
A lot of times they target the elderly. They target senior citizens because senior citizens fall for this crap all the time.
Yes, but young people just as dumb.
And they're like, you know what? It's a QR code. I could just scan it and get rid of it. I don't want to tell mom or dad. They just move on.
I mean, think about it. If Bailey, our intern, got something like that, she'd want to make it go away as quickly as possible before mom figured it out.
Right.
And my son doesn't even have a license. He doesn't drive, and he doesn't live in Florida.
What? How old? Wait. How old is your son?
He's 25.
25? Doesn't drive? Doesn't have a license? What's going on there?
He has a couple of accidents, and Progressive is suing him, so he's filing bankruptcy, and it's the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
All right.
So he's just giving up on driving? No cars for me.
It's not a good fit for him right now.
Right now, he's happy with his e-bike.
Yeah.
Oh, those are a menace. Those are a nuisance.
Well, it works for him for now until he can get back on the road.
All right, thanks.
Don't knock it till you try it, buddy.
All right. Thanks, Kate. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You're welcome. He's not exactly doing it out of convenience. He's doing it out of necessity.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, this is an alert.
I'll repeat, this is not a drill. This is not a drill. Code red, code red.
Don't fall for the scam. This is not a drill. Code red, code red. Do not. All right. The best story of the day. It is 8:35. Let's all say it together. The best story of the day in 3, 2, 1.
Quadruple amputee
yes.
shooting somebody.
Exactly. Michelle, you didn't say anything.
I was unsure of what you were referring to.
Well, you got to roll the dice. You just got to say it. Whatever the first thing on your mind and heart is what you got to go with.
There's a story that pops up, and I'm like, what? Is this The Onion? Is this like Mad Libs? Listen to this headline. Quadruple amputee, professional cornhole player faces murder charges.
I will say, I had to see the headline in several different places before I said, okay, this is a real story. Because I read this headline just like you did, and I'm like, ha, 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 very funny. And I moved on.
Is that right?
First of all, how is a quadruple amputee, a cornhole is where you throw the bean bags into the slanted hole on the wooden board.
Yeah. Listen, I didn't wait to read it again. I saw the headline and I said, oh, I got to see this. And I just Googled it right away and said, videos. I want to know. I want to see them playing cornhole and I want to see him shooting a gun. Also driving a car.
I will say, this old boy is a talented cornhole player. He has a technique.
Right.
Cornholio.
Holy.
All right, so that was Beavis and Butthead, right?
Yes. I am Cornholio.
All right. Let me read this is from ABC News. This is an ABC. I want to see David Muir. I don't know. This is on their website. I don't think David Muir did this on World News Tonight last night. Maybe they'll do it tonight. I mean, they need to. This would be absolutely hysterical. Can you imagine? Can you imagine you're watching ABC World News Tonight? Tonight, the quadruple amputee cornhole champion facing murder charges in fatal shooting. I want to see this as the lead story on ABC World News Tonight with David Muir. Good evening, everybody. Top story tonight, Cornholio champion. Let me read this. A Maryland man who is a quadruple amputee. Quadruple amputee.
That's all four limbs, man.
That means, what, both arms or hands? Mm-hmm. Both legs?
Yeah. So, I mean, here he is. You can see.
Wait a sec. What if it was like 2 legs, an arm, and a wang?
That would still be quadruple.
That would make you a quadruple amputee, right?
So if you see a quadruple amputee and he has one perfectly fine limb, you know he has no wiener.
All right. A Maryland man who's a quadruple amputee cornhole champion is facing a murder charge for allegedly shooting and killing someone in his vehicle. How the hell do you shoot a gun if you're a quadruple amputee?
Okay.
Well, let me show you.
I guess Michelle found the video.
All questions that everybody has. So and this is just my amputee ignorance. Mm-hmm. When I think of an amputee, I automatically assume that he has no limb.
Right.
He has his arm.
You're an ignoramp?
Listen, I'm not that well versed in that field, I guess. You learn stuff when you learn stuff. He has his arm to like above his elbow.
Right.
So he still has this portion.
So it's nubby.
Yeah, he's like an amputee with four.
He's the nubster.
Yeah, it's like a torso with a
flipper
with like 4 kickstands.
Okay.
Right?
Stop it.
What? I mean, I'm not a medical professional. I don't know the right term.
A kickstand.
4 of them. And he's a champion cornholer.
You should see his technique with that cornhole.
He's really amazing. And then on this video from Fox 29 Philly, he shows how he can load a gun and shoot the gun.
Listen, people with adversities really learn how to compensate and overcome and do things that really are remarkable, but you really shouldn't use your remarkable adaptation to shoot somebody in your car.
I feel that way about fully limbed people.
Right.
Right.
Is that not the right term? I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to get canceled over amputee talk, but I'm not
get canceled over fully limbed talk either, right?
I don't know if the fully limbed people are that offended.
I think it's limblicious.
I don't know what words to use. I'm not an expert in this field.
Dayton James Weber, 27, is accused of fatally shooting the front seat passenger of his vehicle during an argument in La Plata, Maryland. I never heard of the place.
Was he driving?
On Sunday. Yeah, he's driving also. And then he fled from Maryland to Virginia, across the state lines. The victim, identified as 27-year-old Bradrick Michael Wells, was found dead in a yard in Charlotte Hall, Maryland. 2 people who were in the backseat of the vehicle witnessed the deadly shooting. Weber allegedly asked them for their help in disposing of the body, but they refused, got out of the car, left the scene, and ultimately flagged down cops. The witnesses reported the shooting shortly before 10:30 p.m. Sunday. This is nuts. Anything else you want to add to this?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
From the time that he shot the...
They call him Flipper. I'm sorry.
From the time that he shot the victim, right? And the victim was found, and then he fled, right?
Yeah.
Went over state lines.
Oh, yeah.
On the police report,
yes,
was he armed and dangerous? Because
he's nubbed and dangerous.
I beg to differ on the first part.
He's stumped and dangerous.
Because he is not armed.
He's stumped.
He's not fully armed.
He's stumped.
He's stumped.
Yeah.
But
he's able to pull the trigger with like a little, like a combo's pretzel nub.
So he has his arm never developed.
Right.
So he has.
Oh, I thought he had him amputated.
Is that the case? I don't
he
know.
He had a blood infection.
Oh, that's right.
Then he has something.
As an infant or a kid, he had a blood infection and lost all 4 limbs.
They said he would never survive. They said they were going to amputate his arms and legs and told his parents he's lucky if he survives.
Then he has some way of engaging a gun and pulling a trigger.
Yeah.
And I've seen the video of it.
Is that amazing?
Yeah.
He's going to regret making that video. Let me tell you that.
It's like he's got a little rolled gold pretzel nub that he's able to pull the trigger with.
That's exhibit 1.
Yeah.
Like a milk dud.
Yeah.
Just hanging off. Yeah. Just to get it wedged in there and pull the trigger.
We're going to get so many complaints to management today. All right. So Weber is a notable professional cornhole player who was profiled by ESPN in 2023. He was crowned the best cornhole player in Maryland in 2020. That's because all the other ones died of COVID. And he competed in the American Cornhole League World Championship the following year, according to ESPN. The American Cornhole League addressed his arrest, saying in a statement yesterday, "This is an extremely serious matter, and our thoughts are with all those impacted, including the family and loved ones of Bradrick Michael Wells. At this time, this remains an active legal situation. We respect the judicial process, and we will not comment on specific allegations or details while proceedings are ongoing." Wow.
I will say, aside from being an accused murderer, he's a wildly talented person who has overcome amazing adversity.
Absolutely.
Hey, guess where he loves to go see a concert?
Armature Works?
The Amp.
Oh, damn it. Amputee.
The amphitheater. Yeah. He's, hey, guess what his favorite energy drink is?
Is that also Amp?
I think it is Amp.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Anyway.
You want to know what his favorite baking soda is?
Arm and Hammer?
That's the only one I can think of.
It's Nub and Hammer. All right. So, Michelle.
Yes.
Does he get fingered in a lineup?
Okay.
You know, have a lineup of...
keep your personal stuff to yourself. All right, Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
How much did Denise Richards pay former Charlie Sheen wife, Denise Richards, paid how much for one of these Hollywood facelifts?
I think the estimate's around $200,000.
Oh, my God. We've talked about this. Remember, we called my brother, who's a plastic surgeon. My brother says that a $200,000 facelift, which apparently there are a couple of like hoity-toity Beverly Hills plastic surgeons that are charging ridiculous amounts of money, like $250,000 for a facelift. And my brother's like, you should pay no more than $50,000. I can do the same thing, get you the same results or better for a fraction of the price.
I don't know. I think she had, just a complete makeover. It is
dramatic.
Right.
And while some people kind of look like crap after the facial procedure.
Well, sometimes it's stretched so tight, it's like trampoline face, you know?
She looks like she did like 20, 30 years ago now.
She looks, I thought she was a pretty woman before.
Absolutely.
But she looks fantastic.
So you know what Michelle says to me last night?
I'm getting me one of those.
That's what I said.
I'm like, no,
there I go.
Michelle, you do not need a facelift.
Well,
if you go to any plastic surgeon that says you need a facelift now, they are lifting money out of your wallet. They're pickpocketing you.
All right.
It's not a facelift. It's a wallet lift.
But that's the thing. You think of people who get facelift as 70-year-old women.
Yeah,
but that's not the thing. Now they get it younger, and it's more subtle, and it's getting ahead of something.
Michelle,
and also to be fair, I think she's on OnlyFans, isn't she, Fester?
Her daughter went on first and made $1 bazillion, and then Denise is I'm getting on that. Yeah.
You know how much more she's going to make now? I mean, she's going to make this back in a day, probably.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Because she looks. I mean, when they showed you the side by side, I'm like, wow, she looks like she did 20, 30 years ago when, she was dating Charlie Sheen or something.
Her plastic surgeon put out photos of the before and afters. And there's one where she's no makeup on, smiling, a full facial smile. And it's a completely different person.
Michelle.
And she doesn't look stretched.
Michelle.
She doesn't look, it's the most natural.
Can I get a word in edgewise?
Go right ahead.
Michelle.
No, because you still stink.
Michelle.
What?
When it's time for a facelift, legitimately, should you go get a consult if that's going to make you feel better? Listen, it's you. If you want it, that's fine. You do not need a facelift now. You're nowhere near close to that.
All right,
and
I don't know.
And you know what? You'd go to one of these plastic surgeons in California, and of course they want to take $200,000 out of your pocket.
I think you're very wrong with that because what happens is you walk out of there, and if you look all messed up, and people go, "Hey, where'd you go?" And you go, "Oh, I went to Dr. whatever this guy's name is, Ben something." And they go, "Yeah, I'm not going there." That is so wrong because you become a walking billboard for that physician, that surgeon. And if you look all stretched and gross and people know what you looked like before and didn't think you needed it, and then you look a little off when you come out, they're going to be like, "That's not the doctor for me."
But, what she had is a super refresher.
She did.
It's not where she got a facelift and is anybody's uncomfortable to be around her now.
No.
Hey, speaking of OnlyFans, you saw the billionaire involved with OnlyFans died of cancer at a ridiculously young age. And it was a private secret battle. Listen, it just goes to show.
You never know.
When your number's up, your number's up.
He was only 43.
43. OnlyFans owner Leonid Radvinsky has died at the age of 43 after a secret battle with cancer. It was announced by the porno platform. I mean, that's really what it is for the most part. We're deeply saddened to announce the death of Leo Radvinsky. Leo passed away peacefully after a long battle with cancer. Company said in a statement, I guess yesterday, family having a difficult time with this, requesting privacy. Ukrainian-American entrepreneur acquired Phoenix International, the company that owns and operates OnlyFans, in 2018, and remained the director and majority shareholder at the company. Wow. His cancer battle was largely unknown to the public, and Radvinsky kept a famously low profile despite his status as a billionaire. Also, prominent donor to medical causes. In 2024, he and his wife were major supporters of a $23 million grant program for cancer research through a gastrointestinal research foundation, according to the Wall Street Journal. Maybe that's what he had. Maybe he had some kind of gastrointestinal. Anyway, the big dude behind OnlyFans has passed away, billionaire, at 43 years old. And then before I move on, I even saw that one of the most successful women on OnlyFans is mourning his death, said that he changed her entire life. You want to know why?
Because she made all kinds of money on his platform?
How about $95 million? An OnlyFans model by the name of Sophie Rain. I've never been on OnlyFans. Sophie Rain says that the reclusive owner helped her make $95 million. Sophie Rain, adult star, a fan favorite on OnlyFans, where she earned a mind-boggling $95 million between 2023 and 2025. 2 years? She's made, holy crap.
It's a good couple of years. I'd mourn this guy's death, too, if I were her.
thanked Radvinsky for changing her life in an emotional tribute. $95 million.
And for like $12 a month, you can see that tribute.
Holy crap.
Forbes estimated his fortune at $4.7 billion.
$1 billion. Andrew wants me to take a call. What am I doing here? Oh, Melanie in Lakeland's got a facelift comment, I guess. Hey, Melanie, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. You're live.
Hey, MJ. Yeah, I just wanted to make a statement. Like, I agree on the whole, like, facelift. Like, some people need it, some people don't. But for myself, I'm 38 years old, and I would have never thought about having a facelift ever, except for the fact that a year ago I had gastric bypass surgery, and in 11 months I've lost 160 pounds.
Wow.
So losing that much weight in that little of time, there's no Korean skincare, there's no TikTok viral, there's no collagen, there's nothing that's going to help the elasticity in your body. Like, I don't care what nobody says, because baby, I got enough to I got the proof is in the pudding, you know? And so, like, sometimes you do have to resort to plastic surgery. And at this point, you know, I got what I call my little gobbler or whatever, like, and Coach put me in the game, because I'm right there with Michelle. We're going to get faceless. Like,
put me in, Coach. I'm ready to play.
I'm ready.
I mean,
and
okay.
Listen, MJ, I've listened to you since way back in the day when I was literally in middle school, like going into high school. And the Boobapalooza.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm an OG. You know what I mean? And
original gangster.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? And
yep.
I am. This is my vision for myself. I've done everything of a life change to lose all of this weight, and mentally, physically, emotionally. By the time I'm done with everything, nobody wants to hold a lighter near me because I might melt. That's how plastic I'm going to be.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, you're in a much different situation, though, than Denise Richards or we're talking about with Michelle.
Melanie, if you don't mind me asking, what is the maximum weight that you hit?
Okay, so my highest weight was 345 pounds, and now I weigh 175 pounds.
Wow. How tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
Wow. That's impressive. So do you have some like remaining saggy skin like on your stomach area?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you got to understand too, I've had 5 kids out of 4 pregnancies, so I had a multiple birth, and so my stomach, I what they call the apron belly, stuff like that. I have that, and I've gone to my plastic surgeon, and and I'm doing, and Michelle will understand because I'm doing girl math. Okay, so my goal weight is 160 pounds, and my surgeon told me he could take 10 pounds of skin and fat off of my stomach in my tummy tuck.
Wow.
So if I weigh 175 pounds right now, minus 10 pounds, that puts me at 165. So it's girl math, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, but I'm definitely but I love how people, like when you're on a weight loss journey or you're on a bariatric journey and they're like, oh my God, girl, like you lost so much weight. Like, how much more weight are you going to lose? I tell them, I say, listen, I'm just going back to my original size. Oh, what is that? 8 pounds, 3 ounces. Thank you.
Wow. That's a great answer.
Fantastic. Hey, best of luck with your journey. Thank you for sharing with us, Melanie. And thanks for listening way back in the day. An original, an OG on the MJ Morning Show. Appreciate it. What time? 8:54. Oh, they ran out of my chocolate ice cream during spring break. I had all kinds of people. MJ, wait for your chocolate ice cream. They ran out. My chocolate ice cream is selling unbelievable. They're stocked up again. My chocolate ice cream my recipe being sold by Small Batch Creamery, back in stock. I'll get into that in just a bit. Oh, also, local TV news falling apart. Have a story about that. The most stressed state in the United States. Fester, you're going to have something to say about this.
Stressed.
The most stressed state in the entire country.
Let me guess.
We got a lot of stuff coming up. All right, hold on. Back in a minute. Don't move. Back in seconds. MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 104.7 FM. Hey, Genesis of Tampa is open. Genesis of Tampa is new. Genesis of Tampa is now providing Genesis buying and servicing to people in Hillsborough County, Tampa. That's right. Can you imagine a county as big as Hillsborough County, city as big as Tampa? No Genesis dealer until just about 6 months ago. And Genesis of Tampa is now open. If you're looking for a Genesis vehicle, you're looking for a Genesis car, SUV, you have another option. So if you are in an adjacent county, hey, you get another place to shop to score your best deal and get treated like royalty at Genesis of Tampa. Always great leasing deals on the G70, the GV70, the G80, the GV80 SUV. Always great deals, and they're going to treat you remarkably well. You walk into Genesis of Tampa, you tell them that MJ sent you from the MJ Morning Show, and March is Gray Bull Appreciation Month, so a portion of all vehicle services, or purchases rather, will go toward Gray Bull Rescue, which is rescuing Americans all around the planet. So Genesis of Tampa, 275 and Bears, and tell them that MJ sent you. Plan B air conditioning has changed. They're now air rescue. We are getting to that point of the year where we're going to start having the hot days, at least 80 degrees every single day. We're getting close. And when your air conditioning does not work, what do? You got to call a reliable air conditioning company, one that you can trust, not one that's going to take you for a ride, and that's going to be Air Rescue. So Plan B Air Conditioning, longtime sponsor on the show, has morphed into Air Rescue. Now, Air Rescue is no Johnny-come-lately. Air Rescue has been respected, appreciated in the Tampa Bay area for over 70 years. That's 70. So same owners, they just decided to phase out Plan B. It's all Air Rescue right now. Mention me, MJ, get 10% off. That's right. If they don't show up when they're saying that they're going to be there, you don't pay the diagnostic fee. Plus, mention me, MJ, 10% off. AirRescue.com, 888, never wait, AirRescue.com. When you need a mover you can trust, when you need a mover that's not going to rip you off, you call Two College Brothers Moving and Storage. It's twocollegebrothers.com. I mean, who says, man, I want a mover that's going to rip me off. I want a mover that's going to give me a low-ball quote just to get me in the door. And then they're going to hose me up good. They're going to add all kinds of additional charges on mid-move or hold my stuff hostage on the truck before they empty the truck out on the other end. Who says that? Nobody. That's why you go with Two College Brothers. You'll avoid all the hassle. Don't end up with a sham scam mover. And they're out there, folks. You go right to twocollegebrothers.com. Twocollegebrothers.com is the smartest move you'll ever make. If it's your move, if it's someone you know that's moving, do them a favor. Twocollegebrothers.com. Tell them MJ sent you and get free moving boxes. Traffic's on. Let's grab Schreiner. MJ Morning Show back in a minute.
Coming in hot. This is the MJ Morning Show on Q105. 104.7 FM.
Here we go. All right, Andrew, you can run that whole music bit because it's not copyrighted. It's not going to get us tossed off of streaming platforms because of licensing issues. And there's a reason why I played this. Does that sound like TV news music? Well, it is TV news music. That was the wavy TV 10 daily news music from the 1980s. Yeah, so this is very fitting that I'm using this music because, Michelle, you saw the same thing I did. Job losses, falling ratings, consolidation, whole story on the decline of local TV news. Hey, listen, I don't want to dwell on this, but all I have to do is watch any of our local TV channels here, and it is so obvious how the news business has fallen, even locally. You know, the local news was just so much better here in the 90s and even the early 2000s. You know, I was, look, I'm gonna call a couple of things out here. So I was watching Channel 10. This is a couple of days before spring break.
Okay.
Or maybe it was during spring break. So I think maybe it was last week. I'm watching Channel 10. They have a reporter, and the reporter says Dale Mayberry. Twice, not once, but twice. There was some story, and they were talking about Dale Mayberry, and the reporter says Dale Mayberry. What the hell?
All right, so
Dale Mayberry? No, it's Dale Mabry, not Dale Mayberry.
Dale Mayberry is the brother of former Tampa Bay Buccaneers center Tony Mayberry.
Please stop it.
Who was one of my favorite players back in the day.
Cut the crap.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. I met him a couple times. He's super cool.
All I know is that I'm seeing like reporters and anchors that have no business being on the air in this size market. And it's all the channels. Some of it just shows they're not paying for high quality. They're hiring these young reporters that need to do years in smaller markets. And, you know, with TV consolidation and Nexstar, I mean, it's just the quality has just the crapper. And it's just sad because we had such good local news here for many, many years. And it's just turning into a dumpster fire. Dale Mayberry. I saw a weekend broadcast on one of the channels, and between the anchor and the reporters, I'm like, my God, what are they doing on my TV? Jesus.
What are you doing watching them?
Well, you know, that's next. All right. So, Fester, you might have a thing or two to say about this. What is the top most stressed out state in the USA? Hi, everybody. I'm Casey Kasem, and we're counting them down. What do you think? Why would this be of particular interest to you, Fester?
Well, let me tell you, I do declare I don't understand why the fine state of Louisiana here got the most stressed out state award of these here 50 United States of America.
Survey says yes.
Gotta be Louisiana here.
Number one. The number one stressed out state in the USA is Louisiana.
Well, I tell you right now, there in the fine state of Louisiana, we the number one stressed out state. If you were alligator, because I've been trapping you in the swamp.
Yeah, Louisiana ranks as the most stressed state in America in 2026, weighed down by the nation's highest poverty rate, limited access to affordable health care, and some of the worst mental health and depression statistics in the country.
But does it mention fantastic gumbo and etouffee and po' boys?
What about the beignets?
And beignets with a hot steaming cup of chicory? Does it mention that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Guess what the second most stressed out state in the USA is?
Don't tell me it's those sons of bitches over in Mississippi.
No. No. Number two. You're close. Kentucky.
Ooh.
Kentucky is the second most stressed out state.
Boy.
What is number three, Fester?
I once got into a fight over the pronunciation of Kentucky.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I can't talk about it on the radio, but I called his mama. Anyway, that's not here nor there. All right.
What's number three? Michelle, any idea?
No idea.
Yeah, you would not guess this one. The most stressed out state coming in at number three is New Mexico.
Oh, interesting.
What they got to be stressed out about?
Yeah, what do they have to be stressed out about?
Financial instability, high crime rates, family breakdown, and Walter White.
Walter White. Yeah, all the meth. Didn't the test bomb go off out there?
Yeah, Alamogordo.
Okay.
That's that was the Trinity test.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch the movie Oppenheimer. You might learn a thing or two.
I don't know if that was the best idea.
What?
Test it out with all those indigenous people.
No, they did it in a safe spot.
No, they didn't. There's all kinds of medical fallout from that. Yeah, there really are. Generations of Americans are affected by that test.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got Louisiana, Kentucky, and New Mexico.
Guess what the least stressed out? And I'll tell you where Florida sits in a minute.
Least stressed out.
The least stressed. You can stop doing Cajun Fester now.
It's probably one of those hoity-toity states like Hawaii.
Tell you right now.
Is it Hawaii?
No, it's not.
Is it Hawaii?
Is it Virginia?
It's not.
Is it how you can tell who the easy girl is at the beauty pageant?
No.
Is it Idaho?
No. Idaho?
Yeah, that's how you can.
No.
Is it one of those northeastern states like where'd your kid go to school? Like Connecticut or New Hampshire or something?
Hampshire.
No, it's not. I will give you a clue.
Okay.
The clue is Rocky presidents.
I mean, I would guess Florida right about now. Florida or New York?
No.
It's not. I don't know. I'm out.
Come on.
Oh, Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I totally misunderstood that.
And Mount Rushmore is located in what state?
South Dakota.
There you go.
Okay. Apologies. I misunderstood the clue.
Go. Florida comes in at number 20. So
It's right around the middle.
Somewhat around the middle. Yeah. Florida, the number 20 stressed out state in the USA. I'm Casey Kasem, and now we're up to our long distance dedication.
What's the one right before South Dakota?
Yeah, like let's say you don't want to move quite that rural.
That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, let's say.
Oh, I can tell you that.
Let's say
I'm just reading my mind.
I mean, let's say the party scene in downtown Pierre isn't what I'm looking for.
So South Dakota's least stressed, and then just below South Dakota, you have Utah.
All right, Utah's a fantastic state.
Except for that Mormon housewife thing.
Yeah.
Listen,
what's her name?
She's what makes
Taylor.
She's what makes it fantastic.
What's her name?
Taylor, Frankie Paul.
Yeah, there you go.
I'd love to move out to Utah.
All right, so South Dakota is the least stressed, then Utah, then Minnesota. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Minnesota. New Hampshire and Vermont. Those are the bottom of the least stressed states right there. So there you have it. All right. The prediction market is going nuts. You know what?
Kashi or
Kalshi. I think Kashi's a breakfast cereal or something. So Kalshi, and what's the other one? The whole prediction market deal. Poly market.
Mm-hmm.
Poly market. Oh,
I checked that site out the other day. It's so fascinating to see what people are interested in betting on.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Who was, and I don't know if you were a part of this conversation, but I had a conversation. I hate when this happens. You have a conversation and something really sticks in your head, and then you forgot who you were having the conversation with.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens occasionally. I mean, I typically remember stuff, but for the life of me, I've been racking my brain trying to figure this out. Listen to this. I had a conversation with a guy. I'm trying to figure who the hell was it? And they volunteered to me that their wife is addicted to the prediction markets.
Oh, I could totally see it.
Do you know who it was?
No.
Were you with me?
Apparently not.
Oh, my God. It's driving me nuts. It was like in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I'm having a conversation with a guy, and I can't remember who it was, and they said, oh, my God, my wife is addicted to the prediction markets, the poly market, Kalshi, making all these bets.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap.
I mean, how much do they wager on each of these bets? I really don't know a lot about them.
I don't either.
The commercials are everywhere, and sports are just inundated by these betting sites and these poly market sites.
Now, let me tell you right now.
Hey, you know what you want to bet on? Will Jesus return before 2027?
Oh, will Jesus return?
Yeah.
Guess what? If Jesus returns, you might not be getting the payout.
It looks like there's about $49 million being bet on this item right now.
That's ridiculous.
I'm serious. That's what it says.
But then,
put me down for $2 for yes.
Are you aware of the controversies and the allegations of insider trading? Well, first of all, don't even get me started on insider trading and oil markets and what's going on and there was a White House announcement yesterday, and the stock market shot up, and then there's all kinds of games being played right now, and people are getting loaded on insider information. But will there be any prosecutions? Probably not. And what's going on in the prediction market? Don't get me started.
I mean, I'm looking at like
in the prediction markets, there's all kinds of scammage-whammage. For instance, there were bets that the Ayatollah was going to be killed in Iran, and he was. And there were all kinds of bets on that. And now, I think, is it Kalshi or what, is refusing to pay out on that one. So there's a whole big controversy. Then listen to this. Hours before U.S. and Israeli forces killed Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, a bet that would result in a $553,000 payday was placed on the prediction market, Polymarket. The contract, as Polymarket calls its wagers, predicted the supreme leader would be out of power. The trader, known only as MAGA My Man, was not alone. Others contracted $500 million for the bombing of Iran. Anyway, the multiple little apparent insider deals have happened. And some of these sites are not paying off on some of the bets because they believe there's some insight. So there's a big controversy going on in the poly markets. And then it's killing me who I had the conversation with, Michelle, about their wife is addicted to these betting sites.
All right, let's start a poly market bet on who you were talking to.
Oh, my God.
I'll take 3-1 odds. It was Dr. Chuck.
I wouldn't.
Oh,
it was not.
All right.
No, it's not.
Long odds on Mark.
Don't even.
Huh?
No, it's not.
What about the Burger King guy?
It's not that.
You talking to him?
It's none of them.
What about the gardener?
No,
it was the gardener.
No, it's none of them. And listen, even when I remember, I'm not going to blurt it out, but.
Oh, yes, you would.
Oh, yes, you would.
But,
oh my gosh.
My friend's wife is totally addicted to this stuff.
Oh, you find this funny, Andrew? Andrew's in there laughing.
He'd blurt it out.
Hey, Fester, you want to bet on what will Smithfield Foods say during the next earnings call?
Okay, so that's
either hot dog or Eckrich.
All right, Fester's on Kalshi right now.
Yeah.
Will they say the word hot dog? Is that what they're trying to say?
I guess so.
I mean, if I'm like the CEO of Smithfield, I'm making a $100,000 wager, and the first line is, let's talk about the hot dog industry. Boy, those guys over at Eckrich.
Our hot dog business is through the roof.
I'll say hot dog 100 times during the
our numbers are looking good. Hot dog!
You know, I mean, that's when you said insider trading. I thought it was like, because some of this stuff is like, what AI is going to win 2026. And I'm like, if I know that.
Fester's on Kalshi right now. Go scroll up and let me see some of the, what are some of the weird things here?
Which members of Congress will be banned from trading stocks? Okay, that's kind of obscure.
But if you hit culture at the top.
Yeah, hit culture.
Then you kind of get stuff that,
Culture.
Market slide.
Next, right below. Culture, right there. Click on that. Who will win Survivor Season 50?
See, that's just it.
Aubrey Bracco has the lead with 87%.
Somebody knows that answer.
Oh,
yeah.
You're right.
Because
somebody does.
You vote the last round, and then Jeff Probst.
Jeff Butt Probst.
Him. He takes the votes, and then he reads them at the live finale show.
Mm-hmm.
But there's 50 people at CBS who knows who the winner is.
Yep. That's true.
That's what I thought when you said insider trading.
What else? Who will win American Idol?
Top artist on Spotify.
Yep. See that one right there.
I mean, if you're in Spotify and you can kind of see the trends, or maybe
Hold on.
Spotify reports it 3 days later.
Forbidden Fruits Rotten Tomatoes score. What is Forbidden Fruits? Is that an upcoming movie?
Where do you see that?
It's over on movies.
It must be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That you're betting on a movie.
Where will Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding occur?
I thought we already knew that.
I don't know.
I thought it was Rhode Island. But
I thought she picked some estate on the rocks.
Where she bought out the other person who already had the venue booked.
Rhode Island.
So it's curious to me that people are saying, are they going to get married this year? And where are they going to get married?
I mean,
who will be the next James Bond?
So Grand Theft Auto is eventually coming out. They're betting how much the movie, the game will be, above or below $70.
Yeah, eventually, Fester.
Is Grand Theft Auto coming out? Is it finally like Thanksgiving? When I don't even know when it's going to come out. been like people are waiting like a decade for this next version. So anyway, just to wrap this up, Kalshi Polymarket announced anti-insider trading rules as senators move to ban sports betting on the prediction markets. Because you put that stuff out, you can, there's so much room for nefarious things happening here.
Well, you can also do almost every sport on Kalshi.
Yeah.
Like all this March Madness stuff from every tennis match around the country, every golf tournament, every race.
Yep.
Isn't baseball starting soon?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow's opening day of baseball?
Mm-hmm.
It is tomorrow's opening day?
I think so.
According to...
yeah, I think opening day for the Rays, though, that's pushed back to give them a little extra time. So our first home game, the Rays are going to be on the road extensively for what, like the first...
2 or 3 series.
I think 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Andrew, can you look up when is opening day at the newly refurbished, re-roofed Trop?
So the game that we play on Thursday, the Rays versus St. Louis, it's going to be there.
Where? In St. Louis?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the first 2 weeks the Rays are going to be on the road. Andrew, when is opening day, first home game at the Trop? If you can look that up for us, please. And Andrew, please turn your mic on and blurt it out the minute you have it.
It looks like versus the Cubs on Monday, April 6th.
Yep.
Yes.
The day after Easter.
Yep. So a couple of weeks they're going to be on the road while they finish the final touches on the revitalized Trop.
That's cool.
And then the big question is going to be, are they going to be able to put together a deal for that new stadium project over on Dale Mayberry? All right, 9:20 at the MJ Morning Show. When we return, I love this. This popped up on Reddit. I think my GM is living in the store.
I think my general manager is living in the store.
I think my boss or general manager is living in the store.
That probably happens more often than people realize.
Let's go ahead and check that story out in just a bit. Also, a couple of pot stories. Got a scromining update, and got a couple of weed items, which we'll get to in just a bit. Hollywood, celebrity dirt. I got a lot of stuff. Oh, did you see the guy on I-4 with missiles?
I felt like he's been in the news before.
Oh, I don't know. All right, we got the missile dude. We got a lot of stuff. Final segment, MJ Morning Show is next, and you're going to love it. So you don't want to move. Do not miss. Your life, your day will be incomplete if you move right now and don't listen to the final segment next here on the MJ Morning Show. That is guaranteed, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Veterans Ford wants you to know that truck month savings continue. There are amazing offers. You've got finance deals up to 84 months at Veterans Ford right now. If you're looking for a truck, this is the time to hit my friends at Veterans Ford. Whatever you want. You want a Ford car, truck, or SUV. If you're looking at Ford, folks, if you don't go to Veterans Ford, you're making a big, big mistake. Why? Well, first of all, they treat you like royalty. They're going to treat you like you own the place. And I always get great feedback. MJ, my deal at Veterans Ford went so smoothly. It was the nicest, most pleasant car buying experience I've ever had. And when you walk into Veterans Ford, you tell them you're there for the MJ deal. No other Ford dealer in town will beat the MJ deal. You'll get the best price at Veterans Ford. Excellent service department. Veterans Ford, Linebaugh, and the Veterans Expressway. When you want Ford, it's Veterans Ford, and tell them that MJ sent you. Your carpets are filthy. What will you do? What will you do? You call Zero Res. It's that easy. Go to ZeroResTampaBay.com. Get the phone number, call them up, tell them you're listening to the MJ Morning Show. Then tell them you want the MJ Special March deal. This is one of the best numbers I can remember. This is phenomenal. Right now, and you have a week left, right? Hurry. Get 3 rooms of carpeting clean for $109. $109 gets you 3 rooms of carpeting cleaned, but it gets better. Mention me, MJ, and they'll clean a hallway for free. The best process, they use ZR Water. It's an electrolyzed water process. It's patented. They get your carpets cleaner. They stay cleaner longer because they don't leave the residue like the other companies. Zero Res, TampaBay.com. You get 3 rooms and a free hallway, $109. Do it now before it expires at the end of March. Zero Res, TampaBay.com. Tell them MJ sent you. Traffic's on. Let's grab Shriner. Final check this morning. MJ Morning Show back in a minute.
In Tampa, we have an act.
The MJ Morning Show. I think my GM has been living in the store.
There's so many places of employment where it's totally possible.
Oh, man. Hey, some places have like a shower.
Yeah,
you know?
shower or, bathroom facilities.
I remember that some of the bosses' offices at the old radio station where we used to work on Gandhi, there was a shower in... two of the executive offices, right?
And on the old side, BJ's office had a shower.
Yeah, well, that used to be Dave Reinhardt's office.
That used to be Dave Reinhardt's
Used to be Dave Reinhardt's office. Then when they took over the Bally Fitness Club and we took over the whole building on the other side.
They built a shower in that bathroom.
They built that all out, and then that side, the big GM office over there, that was Dave Reinhardt, then Dan DiLoretto's office. And that had a bathroom and a shower, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the deal.
Dan DiLoretto could have lived there. No tennis court.
That was a big office. That office was big enough to put a tennis court in there.
Seriously, I was bigger than most houses.
Yeah. So listen to this. I think my GM's been living in the store. My GM has been going through a divorce. It's been a little over 3 months since that news has broken. And on occasions, I now find him brushing his teeth, combing his hair, putting on deodorant in the restroom, making trips to and from the laundromat when it's slow. Once in February, when I closed, I found leftover Chinese takeout hidden behind a box inside the walk-in. He keeps a comforter and 2 pillows in the back seat of his car. When I asked him why, he said, just for naps.
Yeah, right.
Did I forget to mention the office? It has slowly, over the months, been turning into his room. It started out small, hanging up pictures of his kids, scribbled his wife's likeness out of them. What does he have, a family photo? And he took a black Sharpie and scribbled the wife's face out?
I think every family has that one portrait where somebody's cut out of it.
There are action figures. Then he got a mini fridge. And then he upgraded to a cushy reclining office chair and gave us the old crappy one for the break room. I like my GM, so how can I approach this subject without embarrassing him, or is that not possible?
What kind of business is it?
It doesn't say.
See?
Well, hold on. It says walk-in. So a walk-in would be indicative of what?
A cooler? Or a freezer?
A restaurant.
Yeah, a
restaurant. If you have a walk-in is that big fridge that you walk in.
Or a supermarket or something?
Yeah.
Something dealing with food?
Listen, bottom line is, how do I approach it? You don't. Shut up. It's not, if he's the GM, he's the boss.
Yeah.
What business is of it yours if he's living in the freaking office?
But does the parent company like him so much that they want him living there?
Well, they don't know. If that's the case, they don't know.
It depends if you're on the ins or the outs with the GM.
Oh, here's one of the commenters on Reddit. When my son was working the graveyard shift at McDonald's way before 2019, this happened. His female coworker got evicted from her apartment, and she had 2 small children. They went to school during the day and to boys' club afterwards. She basically slept in her van in the Walmart parking lot during the day. Then she would pick them up and drop them off at the boys' club, and she would stay at the mall or eat at different fast food places each day. She did that for 6 months. The kids slept in the play place and ate free dinner there. They got 2 meals per shift back then. The place was locked at 10 each night, and no one bothered them. Would the kids sleep in the ball pit? Like, was this a McDonald's? Yeah, it's a McDonald's.
Yeah,
She said they slept in the play pit area.
They slept in the balls in the play pit.
Get those kids out early. Don't McDonald's open up like at 5 a.m. if it closes at 10?
You ever see the stories where they swab those balls?
Dude.
Yeah.
You know the stuff I've left in those ball pits? Oh my God. You would not go and want to
Dude, get out of here. Stop. So she saved lots of money. Anyway, hey, bottom line, the one that thinks the GM is living in the play, it's not your business. Shut up.
Yeah.
Not your business at all.
Unless you hate them.
Hey, remember we did this story about scromiting? Like 3 months ago. I don't know. Maybe before the holidays.
I remember the word, but I don't know what it means.
Scromiting. You don't remember what scromiting is?
No.
Come on, Michelle, what was scromiting?
It was something with the throwing up and the screaming from some type of drugs, or I forget what it was they were on.
Yep. So scromiting is a combination of a reaction people are having to smoking pot.
Yeah.
Or utilizing marijuana products and derivatives. And scromiting is when you vomit and scream at the same time. So that's scromiting. It's so ERs, hospitals have been flooded with people complaining of stomach pain, and it leaves them vomiting after lighting up. And scromiting is nicknamed because sufferers often both scream and vomit, and that's why it's called scromiting, and it's a result of cannabis hyperemesis syndrome, CHS.
I've known a lot of people that smoked a lot of weed, and I've never seen any of them just, scream vomit.
This is CHS. New research has linked the disorder to one weed habit in particular. The study published, so this is an update. This is a breaking news update, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news update. Yeah, so the study published last week in Cannabis and Cannabinoid Research discovered that those who used electronic vape cartridges developed chronic vomiting much faster than smoking the actual weed or ingesting the edibles. I've got no desire. I got zero desire to smoke a joint or a bowl or eat gummy edibles. Just zero. I mean, there is nothing in my life that's saying, MJ, eat me.
Well,
eat me. There's nothing saying, smoke a joint or eat a, marijuana gummy.
Dude, that's good news because all your high school buddies need a designated driver. Don't worry, we'll have Todd drive.
My whole high school friend group, they're all doobing it up or doing edibles. It's amazing. It's
amazing.
Anyway, so scromiting, and that's the deal. It's mostly the screaming and the vomiting is the vape usage of the THC is what they're starting to figure out. Also, speaking of marijuana, new story out, new research as well, says that medical marijuana is not the mental health miracle that some were hoping for or suggesting.
No.
Little evidence that smoking marijuana can effectively treat conditions like PTSD, depression, or anxiety. Brand new research. There's no robust medical support to suggest that there's any benefit there for those issues.
Cat's out of the cage.
But I'll tell you what, you talk to some people and, man, smoking their marijuana, man, it cures everything.
Especially all the Doritos. Cures them.
Can you explain that one to me?
You can get the munchies and eat all the Doritos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of food. No, I understand the munchies thing. I just didn't understand how you got there.
Yeah.
All right.
Not every joke is super funny.
Couple of food items here.
I hit a lot of singles and doubles, too. They're not all home runs.
Trader Joe's. Remember the mystery? Like, we could not even wrap our head around, like, how many millions of pounds of Trader Joe's fried rice was being recalled?
Yeah.
There's a lot. Well, now it's expanding. Now it's more.
Oh,
it's
no.
more Trader Joe's. Listen to this. Trader Joe's frozen food recall is now expanding to 10 million pounds of various frozen items. So more. Ajinomoto Foods of North America recalled a massive 9,885,240 pounds of Trader Joe's vegetable fried rice at this point. Now it's like 10 million pounds. What was it? Like,
I thought it was like 1.5 million pounds.
No, I think it was like 4 or 5 million pounds.
Was it? I mean, I
can't remember the original number, but now the fried rice recall at Trader Joe's is up to 10 million freaking pounds. I mean,
what does that look like?
The old number was ridiculous, and now 10 million. I want to see. I want to visualize what 10. Didn't somebody send us the math problem? Somebody said how many tractor trailer, because the package is X number of ounces, and then somebody figured out the case size, how many cases would fit in a tractor trailer.
All of it's bad? I can't just wave a magnet over it?
Wasn't 122 packed tractor trailers full of fried rice. That was 4 or 5 million pounds or something. That is nuts.
So much.
And then Aldi now. Oh, then there are other things. Trader Joe's chicken shumai. I purchased that.
Wow.
Yeah, so the fried rice was being recalled because of shards of glass.
Not in every bag.
Slivers of glass were found in 1 pound Trader Joe's chicken fried rice. Yeah, the shards range from 1 to 3 centimeters long and 2 to 4 millimeters wide.
I always see that piece of glass in my meal. I can just take that out.
Yeah. That's just an enormous amount of food. And then Aldi.
What's going on with them?
Not to be outdone, Aldi says, hey, Joe, Trader Joe, you get all the attention. Hey, we here at Aldi, we want some recalled items too.
I'm sure they use the same supplier for a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So Aldi is recalling a frozen food product from their shelves because of, listen to this one, potential rodent hair contamination.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Rat hair.
I think I'd rather have the glass.
Isn't there an acceptable amount of rat particles that can be in oats and stuff?
You know what? I would announce the recall on the PA system, and then I'd go right into rats round and round.
Yeah.
Round and round. Rat.
Yes.
Yeah, so Aldi is recalling Simply Nature Spinach Bites.
Oh, that's their organic brand.
Yeah, sold at Aldi under the Simply Nature label. The product may be contaminated with rat hair. Dr. Prager's Sensible Foods Incorporated voluntarily initiated the recall. The recall has been classified as Class 2, meaning the product may cause temporary or medically reversible health effects. The affected packages are 12-ounce boxes of frozen spinach bites. Now with rat hair.
That's so disgusting.
That's funny.
Just rat hair?
Just rat hair.
Not rat poop?
No.
How do you have rat hair but not rat poop? How do you not have rat pee in the spinach?
If you have the hair, you would have every part of the rat.
I'm strong to the finish because I eats me rat hair.
No rat tails?
Yeah.
Nothing like that?
So the recall's only in, I guess the recall does not affect Florida, but I just thought it was, interesting. Trader Joe. Trader Joe's, which I do like. I like a lot about Trader Joe's, but Trader Joe's really has become like the ground zero spot for supermarket recalls in the last year.
Do other supermarkets have this many recalls we just don't hear about them?
I don't think so. I think it's, you know what it is? I think it's that Trader Joe's is so concentrated on their own in-house, exclusive store brands that maybe that inherently increases the potential for recalls because you're having your own private label stuff. I don't know. There's got to be something there. There's some science to what I just said. Trust me. Then we have another scam. So, a couple hours ago, whatever, we talked about the DMV scam. So the latest now is the doubling down of you have a traffic infraction. Your court date is tomorrow. You can settle up and pay right now. People are getting all these texts and emails. There's been a real spate of these fraudulent scam texts going out, claiming that you got to appear before the 11th Judicial Circuit down in Miami-Dade and blah, blah, blah. So here's another scam. You ready for this one? Got a scam alert here on the MJ Morning Show. Yeah, this is another scam alert, folks. Consumer Reports is now warning of a new scam, phony recall notices. So people are getting phony recall notices. Why? So you click a link and you fill in your information and they steal all kinds of crap from you. So heads up on this one.
I'll repeat, this is not a drill. This is not a drill. Code red, code red.
Yeah. Recall notices warn consumers of problems, dangerous items, things that can hurt you, kill you, whatever. So now the latest is people are getting links for recalled products. So here are people that received a link for an Amazon product recall for an item they had purchased. And when you click on the link, they want all kinds of information. They want like credit card information for refund. Details, refund options. And so now we got to be careful about this. This is the latest scam. Oh, yeah, your item's been recalled. They send so many things out, and they play a numbers game. They send out, 5 million emails, and you're going to get, a couple of thousand that maybe you scored a bingo with.
I got a dumb question.
Yes.
Can you do a refund to, like, a Visa gift card?
I don't know.
I don't know, because my name's not on the card.
Right.
I mean, I'm trying to think of a way to use a credit card that really has no tie to big financial information.
Right.
Because everything's tied.
Were you trying to go under the radar?
No, because if I
what's the term I'm looking for?
No,
off the grid.
Off the grid.
No,
you trying to go off the grid?
I mean, plenty of stuff runs through. But if I'm going to go through get a refund off of a site that I may not trust completely, or if somebody's asking for credit card information and I feel like I have to pay them,
Fester wants to tiptoe gingerly through life and go off the grid.
I'm pretty well on the grid. I mean, pretty easy to find.
Yeah.
You
show up on radar.
I do. I show up. You know where I show up most easily? On heat maps.
Yeah.
I generate so much heat.
Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office is flying over in their chopper.
Yeah.
We got a big blob on the ground.
This big fat guy.
That's Fester and Lutz.
He's all right. Let him go.
So what is your deal? Why do you want to do this?
Like if you want to enter.
No, but Fester's right. If you want to enter information so that you can get a refund from somewhere, but you don't want to put all of your own credit card information.
I trust buying stuff from Amazon. Okay,
Right,
I feel okay with Amazon. I feel okay with their customer service, but I want to buy something from a small store out of the hills of North Carolina, and then I want a refund for it, and it's all online.
Right, you're not quite sure.
I don't want them to have my.
American Express
code. I don't have my Amex. Amex called me the other day. They're like, "Did you order a $12 DoorDash?" And I go, "No. Where did it come from? Somewhere in the United States." And they had to send out a new card.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, so you're compromised. When was this?
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Your card was compromised somewhere. Whether it was an RF brush or whether someone swiped you, scanned you into a skimming device.
You're so careful, Fester.
Yeah.
You don't stick your card in everywhere.
Listen. Of all the
Fester
things
Fester's very careful. He doesn't stick it in everywhere.
He doesn't.
My card, I don't.
Yeah. All right. So then we've missile guy on I-4 in Plant City. You see this? What do we know about this guy? You think you've seen him before? I don't think I've heard this before. So people are calling 911 because there's a guy driving down I-4 with missiles on the back of his vehicle. A man who was seen on I-4 with missiles on the back of the truck was pulled over near Plant City over the weekend.
Yeah, they call him Florida Rocket Man.
Yeah, the FHP stopped the dude near Plant City after multiple 911 calls, or what is it, Star FHP calls reporting a guy with missiles mounted on the back of his truck. There's a guy driving on I-4 with missiles on his truck.
I mean, they obviously look, they're good-looking replicas, but they're all made of PVC pipe.
The problem was that on the side of the truck, it was painted with Ayatollah Mobile.
I told you so.
Anyway, the guy was stopped on Sunday on State Road 39. I guess after he got off of I-4.
Here's a picture of a bunch of troopers posing in front
smiling in the back of his pickup truck with missiles in the back. Yeah, troopers said the missiles were later determined to be plastic replicas.
Yeah.
For shows and events.
What show
do you need a whole bunch of missiles for?
Welcome to the Lutz Area Car Show, where we're going to feature Missile Man.
Yeah, it's Missile Palooza.
All right, come on down.
Oh, my God.
Don't missile it.
So the Florida Highway Patrol, I guess, suggested that he find a better way to transport the missiles than for them sitting in the back of their truck pointed at other motorists.
It looks like they're mounted, like some kind of like...
Yeah, it looks like they're about to launch.
Yeah, like some PVC armature.
They're on mounts.
System.
And they're pointed toward the cars behind him. Like he can push a button, take off and just blast the car behind you with a missile.
I mean, the guy has like little spray painted numbers on it, like real government missiles. It looks pretty, to the layman, it looks like something to be afraid of.
Yeah, here's one of the guys that called 911.
I'll repeat, this is not a drill. This is not a drill. Code red, code red.
Yeah, that's crazy. Missile Man. And then we have Fentanyl Barbie.
What happened to Barbie?
New Mattel Barbie's out. Fentanyl Barbie. Now, this is actually, it's nothing to do with Mattel. Fentanyl was found inside Barbie doll packages being sold at a discount store in Missouri. Can you imagine that? A little kid gets a hold of fentanyl in a Barbie box? Yeah, the Independence, Missouri Police Department said in a social media post they were contacted by security at Cargo Largo.
That's the name of the store?
Sounds like it would be right here in the Tampa Bay area. Cargo Largo.
It's actually a good name for a store.
A local discount store. Why don't we have Cargo Largo here in Largo? That's what I want to know. Why is it in freaking Independence, Missouri? Yeah, so the store calls local police. They found suspicious powdery substances inside the packaging of a Barbie doll, and tests determined it was fentanyl. Yeah, cops worked with Cargo Largo and determined that 5 contaminated Barbie packages had been sold. Hours later, all 5 packages were recovered. How did they do that? There was no reason to believe compromised units were sent to other retailers. So what is Cargo Largo buying, like, overstock crap?
That's exactly what it is. It looks like a...
Cargo Largo.
It looks like an eBay rummage store or a Amazon rummage store.
Hey, you know what? Those were supposed to go to Fentanyl Jill.
I mean, somebody was trying to move the fentanyl by putting it in the Barbies and giving them away. I'm looking at a picture of the Cargo Largo warehouse, and it's a hot mess.
Oh, my God. It looks like a tornado went through that place.
Thousands of items, and I think it's almost like a bidding sale site.
You know what? I call that place EF3.
Yeah.
That's what I call that.
It's just
that hit a warehouse in Independence, Missouri. I bet you they get their tornado share out there, huh? I'm sure they do. Hey, and then we had a lithium-ion battery fire at an e-bike store down in Sarasota.
It's like the worst place to have a battery fire.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I remember up in New York, there were numerous stories in Chinatown, like some of those places that sold the e-bikes to the speeding, reckless Chinese food delivery guys in New York, or repaired those bikes. Remember, Michelle, they were like, you've got like the storefronts downstairs, and then upstairs you've got, 3-4 floors of apartments.
Right.
And, man, there were some serious fires when these e-bikes, these lithium-ion batteries, and this is why you don't check any luggage with lithium-ion batteries, which I'm shocked that something hasn't happened with a lithium-ion in the cargo hold at this point. But lithium-ion battery fire at a Sarasota e-bike shop. Yeah, endless summer e-bikes. Yeah, endless fire because it takes hours to put these things out. Those lithium-ion batteries.
It's like an Olympic-sized swimming pool of water is needed to put them out.
It's like I'm waiting for a Tesla dealership to catch on fire.
The whole thing.
Because the Tesla burst into flames in the showroom. That hasn't happened yet, has it? That would be ironic. What are you laughing at?
That's terrible.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
Rivian, Polestar, Pole Smoker. Isn't that, what was it?
No, Pole Smoker.
Pole Smoker,
yes,
yeah.
Pole Smoker,
Pole Smoker Motors.
Yeah, very sleek, very sleek, long hooded design.
Anyway, so we should probably just end it there.
Let's go. What are we doing?
I don't know. I think it's time to get out of here.
Good enough.
Show's over.
We'll do it tomorrow.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live again tomorrow, folks, here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. This is your alert, folks. The MJ Morning Show broadcast has concluded for today. Anything else? We'll leave it there. We've got tomorrow, folks. We've got the Wednesday show. Have a fantastic day. My Instagram is loaded with new content. Certified MJ Radio. My mom, wrecking the inside wheel well of her car, not knowing what happened, has no clue. That video's up. The interesting beverage item being sold at a local Thai restaurant. You got to see this video. All kinds of stuff. Certified MJ Radio on my Instagram. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. MJ Morning Show on Q105. And let's be careful out there, folks.